What's up, y'all? How everybody doing? Shout out to everybody in the chat with they thumb jack. Oh man, y'all know Trey ain't fit to hit them hard. Well, let me put a disclaimer out there right quick. Disclaimer: first use, education purpose use only. All rights and image and music clip belong to their respective owner, and we do not claim ownership. How y'all day going? Everybody good? All right, y'all. Let me show y'all this right quick. Before I tell y'all what's going on, right? The reason why I got this up here, cause when I first started investigating this case, and when I had access to the footage, I watched the whole footage. Every camera they had, I watched it. Then I made videos about it. I went live about it, breaking it down. Y'all seen my ups and downs on this case, right? Because you know they got rid of a whole lot of things. But do y'all know who that man there is? Do anybody have a clue? Look, check this out. I'm glad that you asked that question. Oh, this looked like a black person in this pic. Oh yeah. All right. Y'all want to know who he is? I'm finna show you who exactly he is. And this finna blow your mind. And once I look. The goddamn sergeant. Police. The police. Boy, ain't that something? So look, I was looking at that footage, y'all. This show you prove that, man. Trey Gang was watching that footage and he was watching everybody move in that joint. And he stood out to me the most. So I was like, wait a minute. Hold up. Y'all want to know what's the real cold part about this? Now look, and that's when you go back to the paperwork, right? To the statements. We already know what the police were doing around about this time. We already know what the beverage manager was doing around about this time. We already know that Miss Meresa said, they was when we first arrived at that hotel and stuff. We got somebody roaming the hall. What time they called the police on Leonor? The Miss Meresa and them talking about unwanted subject. So look. When I told y'all leave no witness, this man is not straight. Ain't this prove what Trey Gang been trying to tell everybody this? Dude is not straight. Read the title. Exposing more employees in plain clothes. Passing the elevator BS exposed. They let you know about the title all along. He know what's going on. So it sound like when he get if it's something ain't going his way, boy, look what he gonna put out and play dumb about it. So now look, check this out. This video is 56 minutes long, right? That's the police. Share this live video and let Miss Teresa explain this. Let Miss Teresa explain this. So look, if you start from the beginning, from right here, watch how he finna expose a whole lot. Now, let me break it down. Cause y'all, now this just to show you proof, man. If I had that footage right now, I'd be a deadly weapon out here, bro. Boy, it's finna be over with. So, look, I'ma skip it.
Stop. Don't get a HELOC until you know about HEI. HELOC.
So look. So he just gonna be talking a bunch of bull crap. So all his narrative he just gonna play dumb, be like, oh, look at these people right here. What are they doing? All right, stop. Look, watch this. All right. Let me skip it a little bit. All right, check this out. Look. Boom. All right. You ain't gonna be able to get a clear face on him. All right. Now this what's going on. You got people on the move. And everybody, what you about to see, they either employees or police officers and high-ranking members. Watch this, hold up. I'm just finna skip through it. That's him again, coming off the elevator. Well, that's all he gonna do, just zoom in, talk, play dumb. You know what I'm talking about? That's all he gonna do is play dumb and yeah, look at this guy here. But look, he's somebody. All right? So you got to think about it's going down in that hotel as we speak. Now that's a good shot of him. That's a good shot of him. So y'all want to probably screenshot that too. In case when we figure this out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they can't have a comeback. All right. All right. So let me keep skipping it. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Come on now, you know what I'm talking about. All right. All right. You got the worker right there, right? All right. When I was watching this footage, so I was like, man, something up. I'm like, man, something really going down on that footage, right? That's how I'm thinking, because this round of like 18, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's like 6. You know what I'm saying? Look at it like this round 6. But you know, don't even think about the time right now. Just see who all on the footage, because y'all know how they playing with the time and stuff. You see what I'm saying? So let's watch everybody gets off that elevator. All right. skip that. All right. See, these people smart, bruh. These people know exactly they doing. They know exactly they doing, right? Boom. Why would you, boom, get off on the elevator just to get back on that junk and you on the phone? All right. Somebody on the elevator, I see them pressing the button. All right. Oh, here go the good part. Here go the girl with the kid. Don't y'all remember, look, y'all remember them YouTubers, they automatic point that lady out in the sun, right? I would have never paid attention to that lady, you know what I'm talking about? Cause the way they came in, you be like, okay, yeah, you know, this is a woman and a child. Why do you people making content about this lady? All right. Guess who she finna be with? Check this out. This shit so crazy. And this when the lady was coming in, when Kenneka would be getting the booze somewhere in the hotel. Look what time that lady came in, right? All right. So he finna talk all that bullshit like, yeah, y'all remember her, she, the son, the boy with the pillow over the neck, blah, 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 right? So watch who finna get off on the elevator behind her. Now look what she look like. She got some thick cheekbones, a little slim chin, right? Right? Look at the little boy. All right, let me skip it. Oh man, the police over with. I got the sergeant on video. Boy, clear faced it. And then look, if I had that footage, boy, guess what? I'm finna show y'all what he was doing. Man, when I show y'all what he was doing, ooh, man. Boy, it's finna be off the chain, bruh. All right. So that's her. She look like a little foreigner, like. She look like a little foreigner. So now look. Before she got off on the elevator, look who this is. Check this out. You want to know who that is? This shit is so crazy. Share this live right now if y'all want to know who this is. That's why I don't never forget faces, bro. I don't never forget faces. I'm finna show you who exactly that is. Boy, look at her. Boy, I hit him again. Man, I hit him again. I'm hitting him again, Jack. Woo-wee. Boy, he bigger than the goddamn beverage manager. Boy, do I need to go back to when Miss Teresa was in that lobby talking to the front desk? Whoa, 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 whoa. Boy, when I show y'all King Rob in that lobby when Straight Drop was walking around, woo-wee. Boy, I need that footage. He ain't the police. That nigga is the spokesperson. Well, he said he the spokes. Look, I'm gonna let you see who he said he is.
Who are you? But you're not. This is private property.
But who are you? We don't know who you are. Talking to
I'm
you.
with the hotel.
But you ain't state that. We don't know who you are. Come and tell us what we gotta do. What's your name? Let me see some identification that you with the hotel. We trying to. Man, look, we trying to get a room.
Woo-wee. So look, check this out. That's why he bagging it up. Man, we leave no witness, boy. Somebody made that boy mad. Boy, that boy mad. The way he show, ooh, he mad at somebody. He mad at somebody, so he finna look. Let me show it again. Let me show it again. Then the crazy part about it, when I was going live, man, long ago, and when I was going live, that's when I was beefing with all those YouTubers. That's why they were beefing with me, because I was showing y'all footage, but I just didn't know who these people was. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at them like, damn, okay, why would he be? Because this what stood out to me. Why would you be getting off on the elevator? And if you coming from a floor from above, and you come this way just to go back to the lobby, like, it didn't make sense. But it'll make a lot of sense now once you find out what's going on with Miss Meresa at that time. Boy, it's over with. It's over with. Cause when that lady talking about, yeah, you know what I'm saying, y'all notice she said y'all remember when in her interview at the radio station, when she said when she came up there at 8 something at night, she never said nothing about no other manager but one manager. She ain't say nothing about the police, sergeant. You know, oh, matter of fact, she did mention the police sergeant. Hold up. Matter of fact, I just need to play this whole video. Now look, this shit so crazy,
Very dry,
gang.
tight, sensitive skin. Relieve it in 60 seconds.
Look, this shit so crazy, right? Cause this why I'ma need the whole 36-hour footage just to show y'all. Just to show y'all what I'm about to prove, right? Now, can we all agree on this? Ain't that boy there? Ain't he on the elevator with that girl there? Mm-hmm. Ain't that boy there? So let's play this whole video right here. Oh, what's up? Man, what the hell?
How you doing?
Yeah, are you guys here guests?
Yeah, we're coming to check out the hotel.
Are you guys guests or are you guys sort of walking check out?
We're gonna check in the hotel. We want to stay here.
So if you think about him, Jedediah went straight to him. Where he got video of him talking. Is this Travis? When you think about Kenneka was with a security guard and he worked for Rosemont Police Department, boy, boy, that narrative finna open up a whole nother can of worms. You got a security guard, and this is only security guard that you seen. He ain't even on the footage. Look, he ain't even on the footage, but he was working there. Boy.
Do
Look.
you guys ask every person person that come here this question? Or is it because it's a gathering of 4 black men sitting here in the parking lot? There's no need to engage us. We haven't done anything illegal, right?
Well, they're asking, for us to maintain what's going on in the property.
Right.
So that's
I
why
answered
more
it.
people.
We're coming to check out the hotel to see if we want to stay in here. So if we've not done anything illegal, I think our conversation is done, guys, right?
Well, just to let you guys know, this is private property. It's not nothing about that.
Okay.
It's the hotel's decision. Okay, so that's why we're just here checking out what you guys are doing.
Right.
That's what the hotel asks for.
Right.
Okay?
So we're coming to check out the hotel to see if we would want to stay in here. It's for law-abiding black men.
Okay.
That's
So
okay?
Like I said, we're just checking out, see what's going on. That's all.
Thank you so much, officer.
All right.
This is the evolution of carrying. The Ridge wallet. Let's see how it redefines your essentials.
So that's problem number 1. You see 4.
Like Jedediah said, that's problem number 1. Whoa. Whoa. Man, we need to get 100 likes out. Oh, whoa. Here we go. Whoa. Off the top, you got your hoodie on and you stepping off on the elevator. Whoa, boy, look at the time stamp and we already know who been down here. So, so look, watch what he finna do. So when you heard when Jedediah was like, oh yeah, now that's problem number 1. King Rob, I remember the narrative King Robert had when he said when French Cave went up to the, y'all remember French Cave and Mick going to the room, he even told the police that, right? Guess what? They asked French Cave, hey, was anyone with you? French Cave was like, no. But guess who was with him? Him. Flirting. Whoa. Whoa! And remember when P said in the interview, when it come to Zach, it was 2 main security guards. You got one confessing, going to the room, but where's the other one? And nobody talked about the second security guard. Yeah, buddy. Look, that's problem number 1.
Black men gathered, and the first thing you do is come ask questions. Good thing I know my rights. You ready? There go Will. I'm going to point this out. It's William Calloway. Y'all know Will. Y'all went.
So you know, Miss Teresa admitted that.
Y'all know. I'm going to point this out.
Miss Teresa admitted she know him from the hood. Now keep this in mind. Miss Teresa said she know him from the hood, and he with Jedediah. So he was rapping with Miss Teresa before this freedom fighter shit, cause that's how it all got started. And Jedediah became in play with that shit, right? Okay. So I know exactly who that is. That's why he got his hoodie on. Boy, once you find out who this is, that's why he putting all the colors on the peep the game. Now you see how he putting all colors on and changing the filter, look, boom. Right? He know exactly who he is, and I do too. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Wait. Y'all know Will. Y'all want to tell me who y'all are? Introduce yourself. We out here to check out what's going on, get a feel for ourselves. And I wasn't being rude to the police officer. basically what I'm saying is, why are you guys coming to talk to us if we have not done anything criminal? You see 4 black men gathered and you jump on us. Not cool.
I want everybody to screenshot this
If you ain't
picture
heard
right
from us
here.
at 6 o'clock, come check for it.
Look, I want everybody to screenshot this picture right here. If Trey ain't telling you, bro, y'all screenshot this shit and goddamn it, and put it in Miss Teresa's face. Screenshot all this shit and put it in her face, bro. Put it in her face, bro. I'm finna show you who he is. When I show you who he is, you're gonna be like, man, god damn, this shit. Man, Trey Gang, you gonna make me wanna watch the whole goddamn 36-hour footage. You see what I'm saying? Man, I wanna show y'all right now who he is. You know what? That's what I should do. That's what I should do. Oh, right here. Whoa. Hold up. When I say I watched this job, boy, y'all finna see why. Hold up. Nope, not him. Nope, 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 not him. Not them. No, not them. Check this out. Whoa! Don't do it! Don't do it! Woo-wee! Woo! Hold up! Watch this! Y'all finna get a better view of him. Boy, you finna get a better view of him. Oh, ain't they go to, whoa, do I need to go to the front desk? On board, look, if I go to the front desk, guess who was walking out with Smacks now? Huh? Yup. Huh? With the beverage manager? Yup. Look. Look what time all this going down. Right before it's finna go down. Whoa! Right before it's finna go down, right? Guess what they... Woo! Man, I wish he wouldn't have... Slow this shit down, Jack. I gotta show this shit down. Woo-wee. Boy, you see how big that boy is here? Boy, you see how big that boy is? Look at that big boy. Boy, that's a big boy there. Man, I swear to God, if I had that footage, if I had the whole 36-hour footage, when I read the chat right, that's why y'all be like, man, who would that do? Who would that do? If you had the 36-hour, you'll know who exactly he is. Cause the way they move, you're gonna be like, damn, I wanna know, is this nigga the police? I wanna know, is he the police or something? You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Look, watch this. That's him. With the woo. So look, guess where they finna take that shit to to the ballroom right across from the front desk. Yeah, in the ballroom. Right by the front desk. Right at the front desk. That's why nobody just don't really show that's why the time skip all in there. What's that? The West Meeting Hall, bro. That's where the ballroom is. And that's the same ballroom Mr. Meresa went in. So look where they taking all of this shit to, cause I watched that footage. Guess where they taking it to? To the ballroom where Mr. Meresa is at. Whoa, 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 whoa. Check him out. Boy, come on. Damn, man, I need that footage so I can stop it and pause it so we won't get all the glurs. And here he come. He finna come back again. I guess this is gonna be a good one. See how big he is? Look at him. Same body style and everything. Oh, here we go. Ooh-wee. Now watch this. That's when Irene talking about, yeah, you know, I showed up at the hotel around, you know what I'm saying, 10, 11. What, 10, 11? Look. So, when I say, whoa, this shit right here is gold right now. This shit is gold right now, bro. Now you finna understand. Now you gotta peep out Jedediah. If Mr. Meresa know what's his name, Calloway, that Calloway dude that's with him, they gonna know what. Ain't it strange? They at the hotel. It ain't no protests out there. Notice that. This ain't even no protests out there. Right? Don't you know when Jedediah showed up there? Right after they closed the case? The case is closed. So if the case is closed, why the police still at the hotel? Another red flag. Look.
They didn't lock it. They probably didn't get out. Come get us.
So I just want y'all to see. You see what Lee No Witness doing? You see what he doing, right? Yeah, he ain't straight. Man, that sucker's not straight, Jack.
You just want to check out a room.
Where the protest at? If it ain't no protest, then why Jedediah would be up there and the case closed? Whoa! Boy, got him!
Man, y'all got good security. Is it always like this? Security.
Boy, y'all got good security in this junk. And it's the police department. And it's the police department, bro. The police is the security. Woo, this shit crazy. So that means Mr. Meresa put him on game. He was in on this shit. And he was like, let me pop up and let me show y'all these bastards at this hotel. Playing security. Playing security. So now, once you go back to those walkie-talkie calls, stage in the back, doc. Yeah, come through audio, boy, audio. Yeah, boy, audio. Look.
Always this suspicious?
Hotel security, but
It's always, I'm saying, it's like, it's a lot of y'all. It's always like this. At nighttime too? Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, we trying to see nothing.
He says, I don't like this. Watch how the police finna pop out of nowhere deep. Check this out. Look. Watch how the police finna pop out deep.
Sure, definitely. Give me one moment.
How you doing, Queen? I was wondering if I can actually see a room.
Right now we're sold out, so we don't have any rooms here.
You're completely, y'all sold out. That's not what's on the website. Y'all still got stuff available on the website.
No, unfortunately, I mean, I guess you could make a reservation if you want to make one. But right now we don't.
That's the same broad that was on the footage. That's the same broad that was on the footage.
We really don't even have any rooms available.
Really?
They're not yet.
Where's the manager?
Yeah.
I think he's on a call right now. Is there something I can help you with?
We're gonna see a manager, because then I just saw something different on the web, on the internet.
I mean, you can go ahead and make a reservation if you like.
Because this one I'm trying to figure out. Did you send the security outside to talk to us?
You can go ahead and make a reservation if you like.
Because this one.
Man, the nigga behind the desk got a badge on this goddamn t-shirt.
Just saw something different on the web, on the internet.
I mean, you can go ahead and make a reservation if you like.
Because this one I'm trying to figure out. Did you?
Don't that look like a, don't y'all know like the police, they got the t-shirt, but the badge stitch in the t-shirt? Look.
Different on the web, on the internet.
I mean, you can go ahead and make a reservation if you like.
Because this one I'm trying to figure out. Did you send the security outside to talk to us?
No, sir.
Because first they said that you all sent security to approach us in the parking lot, and now we're coming up here, 4 black men, and now you're telling us that you're sold out, and that's not what the internet says. Are you the manager?
yeah, we actually are sold out.
You're sold out. Did you?
Tomorrow we're gonna be sold out, so we can't.
And you know what the cold part about it? Look. Look who he look like. Shit. Woo-wee. Goddamn, brother. Goddamn, brother. Woo, man, that's why we need that footage, bro. That's why we need the goddamn footage. I know what I saw on that jump, man. Listen to this. Guess what? If you got him in the kitchen, guess how Jedediah you finna say, hey, when you was in the kitchen? At 1-some in the morning. If Trey Gang told y'all like, look, Kenneka actually showed up at 1-some with the dude in the lobby, the ball theory. Now you finna see why 54 had to throw everybody off to take these bastards in the kitchen. Shit. Now look, if that man said he was in the kitchen at 1-some, boy, you know he saw some. Look.
We can refer you to the website.
That's why I was. The website said you had rooms available.
Well, I mean, if we're looking at rooms, you can go ahead. If it says available, feel free to go off that. But what we have is not available.
So if I go in there and book a room right now, you're gonna let me in my room, right?
If you
Where your
book a
phone
room-
at? Let me see. I'm glad I got a few dollars. You said security to talk to us as
No,
well?
just FYI, I'm not sure what you're doing with the phone, but I don't consent to being recorded.
That's fine. Public domain. That's on me.
Can we, what's the name of the manager that was on staff over the weekend?
So any
Over the weekend, listen to the questioning, right? And we know what was going on with Kenneka in the lobby and went outside with dudes, and we see everybody else hanging towards it. Y'all remember when Kenny Todd and them came in there? They was hanging around the kitchen area. Hold up, wait a minute. I got to go to this footage. Boy, wait a minute. Hold up. Let me go to my footage. I want to go to my footage, goddammit. Boy, let me show you what's really going on. Hold on, where I need to my playlist, you know what I'm talking about? I go to my playlist. I know it's right up on the Kenneka, right? Because that's when I'm finna hit them up with the lobby, right? Boy, that lobby finna... Boy, watch how you finna look at this lobby footage now. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. Let me get there. Oh, shit. Nah. I know where I need to go to. I know exactly I need to go to. It's in my live video. I gotta go. I gotta go. Not this, but this video. This video right here. Right here. Right up in here. It's gonna be when boom boom boom, they're gonna be like at 3:15, something like that. Uh-oh. Hold up. Wait a minute. You wait a minute. Now watch this. Now you see how they, now this at 1 o'clock, 2 hours on, 1:15. Kenneka would be meeting up with a dude. Now if Kenneka meeting up with a dude, right? And that's our brother with Kenneka and them. Uh-oh. Watch how they finna move. And this at 1 something in the morning. I'm trying to, you know, tomorrow. Look. Watch how y'all finna turn back around. Woo! And this at 1:15. So I was like, damn, they stood out to me, cause look, so look, that's where they look. Guess where they hanging out at? Boy. So listen to this.
Anything in regard to that, I can't really relate to them. I don't have any.
You can't tell me the name of the managers that was there over the weekend?
Oh no, yeah, all managers were over the weekend.
Well, who was here Saturday night, Friday night, Saturday morning? What manager was on staff then?
All managers. We're all readily available.
Not all who was readily available. Who was here
on duty?
Friday night, Saturday morning?
It's a different question. Were you?
Yeah, I was here.
You were the manager, okay.
You was here Friday night,
Yeah.
Saturday morning.
Saturday, yeah, I've been here around the clock.
You don't got a room that we can see?
That's all I want to hear him say. Are you there at 1 o'clock? Are you there at 1 o'clock? Got you. And look who, now you see who they trying to meet up with. And look, that's when Kenneka will be making her way back towards the kitchen with dude. Oh, wait. Shit, once something hit different now, don't it, gang? Boy, once something hit different right now. So look. Bam! 1:15. 115, they trying to cover up for 115 and knock it 2. Woo, look at them, look where they going. And he on the phone. That's the brother. That's the brother and his partner now. Look. So if they hanging out in this area, you know what's going on. God damn it. God damn it. Boy, you got family involvement, because guess what we saw Liver go to? Whoa. Guess what we saw Liver leave with the other dudes? That's why I never stopped talking about this case, bro. That's why I never gave up. You see what I'm saying? That's why I never gave up on this shit, bro. Because I'm like, man, look, it's something special about this footage, bro. And it's right there in plain sight. 115. All right, 115. Look what's going down now. All right, 115. Boom, 114. So watch this. Kenneka in the lobby with dude. Cause soon when they come in, while he on the phone, the dude would be on the phone that Kenneka would be meeting up with. So look, bam. So look, that's why they came back, cause that's why Kenneka went and met up with dude. So when they got close to her, Kenneka was still in the lobby. I mean, just walked in the lobby. That's why they walked back. Cause you know they going towards the kitchen area, and that's how they gonna have access to the kitchen. Look how they come in. Look how they come in. Bam. They go to brother. That's cold. They go her brother, bro. All of them looking this way off top. All of them looking over there. Let me play this sucker video. Cause all he finna do is just, matter of fact, I just want y'all to hear that nigga voice and catch him lying. Look. That's why King Raw was like, yeah, her brother was there.
Look at it. Okay, I think there is a door handle there. I remember Monifa came over and tried to open.
Man, y'all see why he got all this chitlins out? This is the most dumbest shit you do. Why would you put a black and you can't see nothing? Now I know why. Yeah, I know why now. Now I see what you doing now. I see why you like, yeah, cause you know back in the day, right, when you know they was getting away with this type of shit. Yeah, let me put a filter on there. See, do we see some ghosts, some shadow mens and shit? Cause I got a technology that if any ghosts is in here, my filter gonna show this. Man, I'm like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? So look.
At one time. They're trying to do something to tell y'all. Make sure you hit the like. Sub if you haven't sub.
I got to show y'all cause this him. Look. This dude right here, he's a security guard or a goddamn employee, cause he gonna have a walkie-talkie with an earpiece and looking for the front desk, and he gonna be in the elevator when the shit going down, bro. Look, this right before these niggas walked in this area. You see what I'm saying? Look. So this why I'm gonna have a hard time explaining that footage. Cause if I had all that footage, I can go straight to this elevator footage right here. Show him getting out there, John. He gonna come in and be like, nah, I'm gonna go back this way and go back this way. And then once you find out where he went to at a time frame, bruh, it's no more it's no more questions now. Boy, you got all answers. You know what's the crazy part about this shit? If you still thinking leave no witness is straight, why he telling you exposing more employees in plain clothes, passing elevator, BS exposed? Now, if you listen to his commentary like this, watch this.
Like I just showed you, tons of content I got coming up. You know, hit the notification bell so you know when I get drop every video. And there's gonna be things that I'm gonna start doing also for my supporters, giving back. I'm not gonna say what it is right now, but coming up, I will bless one of my supporters. But that'll be in the future, and I will let you know when, and I will let you know who, and I will let you know how. But let me put this back on, cause I seen some crazy shit. Wait, wrong one.
Let's see if he gonna. Let's just see he's gonna be like, yeah, this employee, this his name, this his positioning. Who's gonna police officer that you can trace back to him? None of that. But he's exposing employee though. Look, but he supposed to be exposing employee and actually exposing them. But he ain't telling you who these people is. Only thing this man gonna say, yeah, looking suspicious and all. What are these people up to? You know, just listen to the narrative, and this whole text message should tell you, man, that man, boy. Trick out when you said that sucker ain't gonna drop that footage, cause if you drop that footage, oh wait a minute, woo-wee. Why they running? Check this out. Why is they running? Bam! Look. See how he looking that way? All right. Yep. Then people, they see how they disappeared. They ain't even show y'all that. When they went and talked to him, he told them to go this way and they went this way. Watch this. It stopped right there. It cuts off. But if you go to the other camera down the hall, it's going to show you they talked to him. Bam. Look, you see how she looking that way? Because guess what? Boy. So look, you got Bree. All right. Guess what time this shit is? This at 11:55. If this at 11:55,
Not this time, we're sold out.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not. You guys aren't registered guests.
Well,
The new Crafted Flats from Pizza Hut. 5 handcrafted recipes with more toppings, all for you.
Who are you? Who are you?
But if you're not, this is private property.
But who are you? We don't.
he on the footage. Ask Miss Meresa about him. Y'all don't think if it was a death in a hotel and you don't think the hotel, just say like, if a death happened, you don't think the CO or the real management, the real corporate would, you know what I'm talking about, would say something? Nope. Miss Meresa, please don't mention us. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'ma just call you the devil. The devil! Man, I'm like, what's this devil shit all about? You know what I'm talking about? What's this devil shit all about, bruh? Look, he on that footage.
don't know who you are talking to.
I'm with the hotel.
But you ain't state that. We don't know who you are. Come and tell us what we gotta do. What's your name? Let me see some identification that you with the hotel. Man, look, we trying to get a room. That's all we trying to do.
Because this particularly, now this looks like a different issue because this looks discriminatory. You got all these police officers, all these security, all of, but why is police on us?
Well, because
I'm gonna play this video one more time. One more time. And I'm gonna mute my microphone. So when Jedediah went in there, ain't this show proof that you can throw all this shit back in Mitch Reese's face, bro? It's over with. You can throw all of this shit back in Mitch Reese's face. This show proof right here that the police work security for the hotel department. This show proof, damn, the hotel, the police department, Rosemont, is the security. And you saw someone walking in plain clothes when she came up missing. That's the crazy part about it. That's the crazy part about it. They in plain clothes. So let me play this video again. Look, ain't that when Mitch Reese supposed to be showing up at ASOM? Do I need to play the audio? Oh, ain't that the police sergeant? Ain't that the police sergeant right here? Hold on, I'm gonna stop it right here. Ain't that police? Ain't that boy? That look like that boy now. That look like that boy now. Shit. Man, like and share this shit, because watch this.
Yeah, we coming to check out the hotel.
I'm gonna make sure I put his ass on blast.
We're gonna check in the hotel. We want to stay here.
I'm gonna finish him.
Do you
know what I'm talking about?
Every person that come here this question? Or is it because it's a gathering of 4 black men sitting here in the parking lot? There's no need to engage us. We haven't done anything illegal, right?
Well, they're asking, for us to maintain what's going on in the property.
Right.
So that's
I
why
answered
more
it.
people.
We're coming to check out the hotel to see if we want to stay in it. So if we've not done anything illegal, I think our conversation is done, guys, right?
Well, just to let you guys know, this is private property. It's not nothing about that.
Okay.
It's the hotel's decision. Okay, so that's why we're just here checking out what you guys are doing.
Right.
That's what the hotel asks for.
Right.
Okay?
So we're coming to check out the hotel to see if we would want to stay in here. It's for law-abiding black men.
Okay.
That's
So
okay?
we're just checking out, see what's going on. That's all.
Thank you so much, officer.
All right.
So that's problem number 1. You see 4 black men gathered, and the first thing you do is come ask questions. Good thing I know my rights. You ready? There go Will. I'm just gonna point this out. It's Will Calloway. Y'all know Will. Y'all want to tell me who y'all are? Introduce yourself. Well, we out here to check out what's going on. To get a feel for ourselves, and I wasn't being rude to the police officer. Basically, what I'm saying is, why are you guys coming to talk to us if we have not done anything criminal? You see 4 black men gathered, and you jump on us. Not cool.
No, they just know what y'all up to. They know Miss Teresa sunk y'all ass up there, bruh, and caught them. Miss Teresa, look, Miss Teresa was like going up there at that hotel, sneak up on them. They in that motherfucker. And they finna pay security. Yeah. And they paying security in that junk. Caught them on the money.
We ain't hear back from you by 6 o'clock.
If you ain't heard from us at 6 o'clock, come check for us.
They didn't lock it. They probably didn't get out.
Come get us.
Man, let's put this police ass nigga right here on blast. He a sergeant. I'm trying to, I'm trying to use that payout stick. If I see him in my presence, I want him lay over my lap. I want to sit down and lean over, nigga. Lean over my lap and pull your drawers down with a wood count on that motherfucker. See what I'm talking about? If you flinch the cheeks, you get 50 lashes, goddamn it. You know what I'm talking about? Boy, I'm finna start thinking like a master right now. You know what I'm talking about? I'm finna whip these nigga cheeks. Boy, I'm finna whip cheeks.
Man, y'all got good security. Is it always like this? Security always this efficient?
Hotel security.
It's always, I'm saying, it's a lot of y'all. It's always like this? At nighttime too? Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, we trying to see now. We want to see everyone.
Sure. Sure, definitely. Give me one moment.
How you doing, Queen? I was wondering if I can actually see a room.
Right now we're sold out, so we don't have any rooms here.
You're completely, y'all sold out. That's not what's on the website. Y'all still got stuff available on the website.
No, unfortunately, I mean, I guess you could make a reservation if you want to make one. But right now we really don't even have any rooms available.
Really?
They're not yet.
Where's the manager?
Yeah.
I think he's on a call right now. Is there something I can help you with?
We're gonna see a manager, because then I just saw something different on the web, on the internet.
I mean, you can go ahead and make a reservation if you like.
Because this is what I'm trying to figure out. Did you send the security outside to talk to us?
No, sir.
Because first they said that you all sent security to approach us in the parking lot, and now we're coming up here, 4 black men, and now you're telling us that you're sold out, and that's not what the internet says. Are you the manager?
Yeah, we actually are sold out.
You're sold out? Did you?
Today, tomorrow, we're going to be sold out, so we can't show rooms. We can refer you to the website.
That's what I was. The website said you had rooms available.
Well, I mean, if we're looking at rooms, you can go ahead. If it says available, feel free to go off that. But what we have is just not available.
So if I go in there and book a room right now, you're going to let me in my room, right?
If you
Where your
book a
phone
room,
at? Let me see. I'm glad I got a few dollars. You said security to talk to us as well?
Just FYI, I'm not sure what you're doing with the phone, but I don't consent to being recorded.
That's fine. Public domain, that's on me.
Can we, what's the name of the manager that was on staff over the weekend?
So anything in regard to that, I can't really relate to you. I don't have any.
You can't tell me the name of the manager that was there over the weekend?
Oh, no, yeah, all managers were over the weekend.
Well, who was here Saturday night, Friday night, Saturday morning? What manager was on staff then?
All managers. We're all readily available.
Not all who was readily available. Who was here
on duty?
Friday night, Saturday morning?
It's a different question. Were you?
Yeah, I was here.
You were the manager, okay.
You was here Friday night?
Yeah.
Saturday morning?
Saturday as well. Yeah, I've been here around the clock.
You don't got a room that we can see?
Not at this time, we're sold out.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not. You guys aren't registered guests.
Who are you? Who are you?
But if you're not, this is
Private property.
But who are you? We don't know who you are.
Well,
talking to
I'm
you.
with the hotel.
But you ain't state that. We don't know who you are.
you
Come and
just
tell
wrong.
us what we gotta do. What's
not a
your name?
registered guest,
Let me see some identification that you with the hotel. We trying to, man, look, we trying to get a room. That's all we trying to do.
Because this particularly, now this looks like a different issue, because this looks discriminatory. You got all these police officers, all these security,
That's for safety and security.
but why is police on us?
Well, because if you're acquiring what you're acquiring, you're basically trespassing.
They were
This is private
trespassing. I have engaged you about getting a room in your hotel,
Right, which is
based
fine,
off of what's
but
under.
now we're going
Hold
on
on,
topic.
hold on now, because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm an intellectual young man. So the first thing I said was I wanted to check out a room, which is standard.
Right.
You've already had police officers approach me. The second thing you said to go online. I told you I'm gonna go online,
Right.
so that means you got to give me a second to go online.
No, of course.
Absolutely.
But now-
So he shouldn't. Nobody should calm. Everybody needs to calm down, because I'm gonna give me a room and I'm gonna be in this hotel as a rightfully so. Okay. So I need to see the. I need to see the phone. Can I use your phone? Of course not. You just approached us telling us to get out of here. Trespass.
I said it's sold out.
Okay, so he just told them to shut down internet stuff too. So whoever this guy
We've
is,
been sold out.
he said shut it down.
You had claimed that we had rooms online. online.
Can I see your phone?
So I directed you to look online.
Here's my question. So y'all on top of us for trying to rent a room because y'all got other stuff going on, correct?
No,
but I'm gonna tell you something.
So
let me tell you something, brother. I'm well traveled, and there's never been a police officer sitting in front of no hotel that comes and.
Did y'all hear that? He said I'm gonna show his picture.
Check.
We've been sold out.
Okay, so he just told them to shut down internet stuff too. So whoever.
Him, the same person you saw get off on the elevator with the girl with the and put him on blast. Whoa! Hold on. If you wasn't here when I showed when he got off on the elevator, I'ma show it to you in case the ones that's in the chat right now didn't see it. I'ma show it to you because I know the word getting hot now. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, the word finna get hot, boys. Somebody finna spread this shit. Look.
Whoever this guy is.
We've been sold out.
He said shut it.
He said shut it down. He said, who is this guy? He on the footage. Him.
We had rooms online.
Can I see your phone?
So I directed you to look online.
So the police finna come up out the
So y'all
blue.
on top of us for trying to rent a room because y'all got other stuff going on, correct?
Other stuff.
No, but I'm gonna tell you something.
So
let me tell you something, brother. I'm well traveled, and there's never been a police officer sitting in front of no hotel that comes and checks on for a random black guy sitting in the parking lot. That right there alone is harassing us because we're sitting there to get ready to come in. He done came in and approached us 3 times. I ain't committed I'm not breaking any laws. And I told you that I'm finna book me a room. So he doesn't even need to be this close. Okay? The truth is, if y'all done had nothing to hide, and if you all didn't do nothing wrong, there is no need to do all of this. Okay? So I'm finna go online and book me a room manager.
Yeah, feel free to
safety and security of who? Can I get a phone?
Which I stated. If you see it online, that's different. But
I'm finna go back online because I'm smart enough to check it, and your room should be available. Now he just told you to do something though, so if it's not available, y'all tripping.
I'm not moving. I'm just saying. You gentlemen said it was online. I referred you to online.
Here's my card. I'm finna go online and book my room. I guess what? It's 4 of us, but we need a double, a suite.
I'm from the hood. I be on the floor.
I don't know. Was it a problem because of wait? It's 279.
Getting an instant offer on CarMax.com takes 2 minutes or less. We got our online offer. Let's head to CarMax. Online offers are just as real as the ones that you get in person, and with CarMax's express drop-off, you can verify your offer and leave with payment in just under
279. Looks like there's some rooms available.
That go a camera right there. Come on, man. This lady ain't.
Oh, you can see this girl. That's what you thought. So I'm asking y'all, do y'all got any answers?
All right, in case you don't know what's going on in that footage, you see who in the lobby and who he talking to. Woo, man, my heart is dropping right now, bro. Cause I'm like, damn, why the fuck is they there? Especially him. Man, I'm like, if he there, man, this is the most powerful figure in Chicago. Put this in Miss Teresa's face. Cause when she saw Jedediah up there and caught him in the act, this what she wanted. Right here. If you get videos like this here, bam, I got you right here. Boom. Then Jedediah got it. That's why he came. Cause check this out. If Jedediah already said, yeah, man, I see y'all had rooms available and all that, why you just didn't book the room? So you knew what you were doing, like, yeah, let me go on and book a room right now because your intention wasn't to book a room. You see what I'm saying? I'm peeping the game. This when Miss Teresa was working with Jedediah, bro. So boom, when she got what she wanted, boy, Jedediah don't need you no more. Yeah, fuck that. That's why we call it protest off. You know what I'm talking about? So when we call it protest off, go up in that motherfucker, you know what I mean? Yeah, do it like that. Check this out.
This is for black people, for the young black girl being killed. Anything? Yeah, I'm within a reasonable amount of time. So when I have to, I can leave. You want to know how I know that? I got a reasonable amount of time to walk away, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Look at this. What are y'all protecting?
You go on the sidewalk there.
Protecting property. I'm leaving in a reasonable amount of time. So I'm asking, do anybody got any answers?
Boy, here go the
so
good
young black
part.
girl that's dead. I'm walking, I'm going.
Here go the good part.
A reasonable, oh yeah, I'm going in next. We coming in next. We coming in.
Oh, there he go.
A reasonable, oh yeah, I'm going in next. We coming in next.
There he go. There he go. You know what I'm talking about. Boy, that's him. Look.
We coming in next.
You can ask to speak with the public.
Man, this is a lot of cops for somebody trying to check into a hotel. Look at this.
Damn. Woo. Then he got the shades on top of his head. Look. That's why, look, check this out. Notice he ain't said nothing about the police. Bam, the goddamn same fucking shades. Yeah, you don't get away from me. You know, yeah, you don't get away from me, Jay. I'm on your ass. Yeah, I'm on your ass over here, Jay. That's him. Let me get a good picture of him. Look. Know what I'm talking about? Now you see that sucker right here with that shit, and I don't like it, and I'm finna try to work my boy. I'm finna get your ass, nigga. Get you. Boy, look at him. Ooh, and then look at his pack. That boy a sergeant. Yeah, that's a sergeant right there. Shit. Boy, that boy got some rank. Check him out.
Thank you for being respectful.
He got what he want. That's why he
Something about this ain't right.
Woo!
Within a reasonable amount of time.
Why he finna come out the door?
Something about this ain't right, bro.
Hey, look.
Look at this. Hold on. I want y'all to see this.
Look.
Look at that. Look at that. All them damn cops. Wait, you a detective?
No, I'm the chief.
You the chief? Oh my God, I'm Jedediah, deputy chief. I'm so
Let that boy go. Look at him. Look at that boy. Look, there he go. There he go.
We really interested about what this. We don't feel like the public is getting enough.
Woo-wee. So if you didn't see what I showed in the beginning, Trey ain't showing you the police on the footage. Sergeant Jack. So when you watch that footage again, that's why I say throw that back in Miss Teresa's face. Throw that back in Miss Teresa's face. Cause that's the sergeant when Miss Teresa talking about, yeah, what's your badge number? The sergeant. Whoa! I thought it was Sergeant Rose. No, it wasn't Sergeant Rose. You ain't never saw Miss Teresa talk to Sergeant Rose, but you saw Leonora talk to Sergeant Rose. Whoa, why you think Miss Teresa didn't tell you what was that sergeant name she talked to? Ooh, name dropping Miss Teresa. You got the name drop that sergeant. You got the name drop the sergeant, Miss Teresa. You said you care about Kenneka and all this. Tell the public what I'm telling the public. Hey, drop the name, Miss Teresa. Those bastards, the devils, come on down, Jack. There he go, look.
Information about what happened here Saturday night, and that's really concerning us, community in Chicago. We just come to figure out. I feel it. Whatever.
Damn, then he looked straight back at him. Whoa, look.
We just come to figure out. I feel it. Whatever.
That boy had to look straight back at that nigga, bro. You see what I'm saying? Look, that man looked straight back at him.
Chicago, we just come to figure out. I feel it. Whatever.
Woo!
But basically, the public, there's no answers being given. No statement from...
It's still an open investigation. In a couple of days, I promise you guys will have. We're not trying to hide anything. It's still an investigation, and we don't want to give any information up until this.
So we're respectful advocates from Chicago.
Okay.
You might recognize us. This is automatic. We cut this Facebook Live off. Can I go to this police station and we engage and we get somebody that we can communicate with?
I am not authorized to give you guys that stuff.
Where's the chief?
It's the chief's in me.
What's his name?
Don Stevens, the senator.
So you saying 2 days we have more information?
No, I didn't say 2 days. I did not say 2 days.
He just said a couple days.
Yeah.
What's up with the video surveillance? Because you said the spokesman from your department said it was video surveillance showing the young woman in the lobby staggering at 323, 326.
We have video surveillance.
Where can you...
Keep this in mind, right? When the video show at 3-some, we know what we were watching at 3-some, but it's actually 1-some. Woo-wee! And then you got the manager saying, hey, yeah, I was the manager at 1-something in the morning. I was at the manager at 1-something in the morning, and I know where the last place I seen you on the footage was heading towards the kitchen. I said, oh, man. Normally, a manager don't come through an employee, though, because, you know, manager got their own little route, you know what I'm saying? So you got the police sergeant on the footage with the same person talking about shut everything down on the internet, and he getting off on the elevator right after him. Look. Whoa! Him! Him! That's why he putting a filter on it to hide the sucker identity. They go back to him. What? They go back to him. And what Jedediah said about him?
That you with the hotel. We trying to get a room. That's all we trying to do.
Because this particularly, now this looks like a different issue because this looks discriminatory. You got all these police officers, all these security.
That's for safety and security.
But why is police on us?
Well, because if you're acquiring what you're acquiring, you're basically trespassing.
They were trespassing? I have engaged you about getting a room in your hotel.
Right.
Trespassing. Of course not. You just approached us telling us to get out of here.
Boy, that boy said, shut it down. Shut all of this shit down. Look.
Can I use your phone? Of course not. You just approached us telling us to get out of here. Trespassing.
Woo, look.
I need to see the phone. Can I use your phone? Of course not. You just approached us telling us to get out of here.
Why you think he said, can I use your phone? Because they were watching those videos on the phone. Remember the videotape when French K said, yeah, everybody was on that? Woo-wee, it's finna get ugly in here. Boy, I done got a hot flash. Look. The man said, shut it down, shut it down.
Okay, so he just told them to shut down internet stuff too. So whoever this guy is, he said shut it down.
He said shut it down, and look, he on the footage getting off on the elevator with the girl in the sun. No wonder why those YouTubers just brought that lady out and just exposed that lady, and it's in the police paperwork. Because I was like, why would the police have they in the paperwork? You see what I'm saying? So I was like, why would they have it? I was like, man, this some shit to this. Then she look just like him. Don't she look just like him?
Just tell them to get out of here. Trespass.
Look.
Of course not. You just approached us telling us to get out of here.
Shit. Shit. Why would they be on the elevator together? Boy, that's why them YouTubers, like, they was all related. They got family working, look, they got family on police department. Look. That's a good one. Boy, that's a good one. Man, and this on September the 9th, I swear to God. Swear to God, bro, this September the 9th. 9:43, Jack. Look.
It's sold out. Trust.
So he got a darker tan. So that little boy gotta be mixed or something. Look, ooh. And then look. When I told y'all that dreadhead dude that came in, yeah, I see what's going on. Yeah.
Okay, so he just told them to shut down internet stuff too. So whoever this guy is,
We've been sold out.
he said shut it down.
We had rooms online.
Can I see your phone?
So I directed you to look online.
Here's my question. So y'all on top of us for trying to rent a room because y'all got other stuff going on, correct?
No,
but I'm gonna tell you something.
So
let me tell you something, brother. I'm well traveled, and there's never been a police officer sitting in front of no hotel that comes and checks on for a random black guy sitting in the parking lot. That right there alone is harassing us because we're sitting there to get ready to come in. He done came and approached us 3 times. I ain't committed I'm not breaking any laws. And I told you that I'm finna book me a room. So he doesn't even need to be this close. Okay? The truth is, if y'all done had nothing to hide, and if you all didn't do nothing wrong, there's no need to do all of this. Okay? So I'm finna go online and book me a room manager.
Yeah, feel free to
safety and security of who? Can I get a phone?
Which I stated. If you see it online, that's different. But
I'm finna go back online because I'm smart enough to check it, and your room should be available. Now he just told you to do something though, so if it's not available, y'all tripping.
I'm not moving. I'm just saying. You gentlemen said it was online. I referred you to online.
Here's my card. I'm finna go online and book my room. I guess what? It's 4 of us, but we need a double, a suite.
I'm from the hood. I be on the floor.
I don't know. Was it a problem because of wait? It's 279. $279. Looks like it's some rooms available. 2 beds. Oh, lucky day. I found one for 2.
How you sound? How you sound? How you sound? How you sound?
Can you hold this, bro?
Man, how you sound? How you sound?
It's just my security. Don't look like no app.
That go a camera right there. That go a camera right there. That go a camera right there. Come on, man. This lady ain't just wandering no freezer, man. This little girl ain't just going to no freezer. That's real talk. And Brother Daniel was the manager that night. They don't want to let Judge Dyer book no trip.
You don't sound like you know the law, is what you sound
But I
like.
said like now, if you book the room.
Now we're denying it. No, as a private property, we have the right
You're
to
denying me to get the room?
Now you can
Oh,
book
you
it.
just signed me. Now look, now I'm
After
finna.
this, after what I just stated, that I don't, we don't consent to him recording.
This isn't gonna
It
be
changes
used in any
things.
court, no criminal court
That's
against
fine.
you, sir.
That's fine.
Right now, for my own safety.
Yeah, not the management denying us a room.
So now we have to ask the gentleman to leave, otherwise it's
So
stressful.
now you want the police officer engaged, that's what he was there for.
Now
But
it's
now,
done. It changed.
I'm gonna say this.
I was working.
I'm gonna say this.
I was working.
This ain't done to stop it. You just made it worse. Because, first of all, you got a young black girl that was killed in your hotel and found in your freezer. And now you add on top of it discrimination. We did not come here to be confrontational with you.
That's fine.
This police officer should have never engaged us, and security should have never came to us. And you should
Management
have
is
kept
not
it
giving
professional
us.
decorum. You've done
They're not
nothing.
giving us enough
Okay?
answers on what we're trying to. So Daniel was working that night. Here, take that.
So
He was
so,
working that night. He
So
was working that night.
thank you for adding discrimination, bro. You didn't think I had enough money to afford this, did you? That's what you thought.
And then whatever them white boys.
So hold on. So these are. So I'm at y'all. Do y'all got any answers for black people for the young black girl being killed? Anything?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm leaving. Within a reasonable amount of time. So when I have to, I can leave. You want to know how I know that? I got a reasonable amount of time to walk away, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Look at this. What are y'all protecting?
You go on the sidewalk there.
Protecting property. I'm leaving in a reasonable amount of time. So I'm asking, do anybody got any answers? So young black girl that's dead. I'm walking, I'm going. We already got that. A reasonable, oh yeah, I'm going in next. We coming in next. We coming in next.
You could ask to speak with the public
Man, this is
information
a
officer.
lot of cops for somebody trying to check into a hotel. Look at this.
You can speak with the public officer, the public information officer at the Rosemont Police Station. They can give you all the information you're asking for, okay?
Thank you for being respectful.
You're welcome.
Something about this ain't right. Within a reasonable amount of time. Hold on.
That little girl.
Something about this ain't right, bro.
Hey, look.
Look at this. Hold on. I want y'all to see this. Look at that. Look at that. All them damn cops. Wait, you a detective?
No, I'm the chief now.
You the chief?
Yes, sir.
Oh my God, I'm Judge Dyer, deputy chief. I'm so glad to meet you.
Yeah, what's going on?
What's up? We really interested about what this. We don't feel like the public is getting enough information about what happened here Saturday night, and that's really concerning us, community in Chicago. We just come to figure out. I feel it. Whatever.
But they protecting their chief. I get that.
Yeah.
So, well, but basically, the public, there's no answers being given. No statement from.
It's still an open investigation. In a couple of days, I promise you guys will have something. We're not trying to hide anything. It's still an investigation, and we don't want to give any information of it until it's. Okay.
So we're respectful advocates from Chicago.
Okay.
You might recognize us. This is all I'm asking. We cut this Facebook Live off. Can I go to this police station and we engage and we get somebody that we can communicate with?
I am not authorized to give you guys that stuff.
We'll go to
Where's the chief?
yeah.
The chief's in me.
What's his name?
Don Stevens, the senator.
So you saying 2 days we have more information?
No, I didn't say 2 days. I did not say 2 days.
He just said a couple days.
Yeah.
What's up with the video surveillance? Because you said the spokesman from your department said there was video surveillance showing the young woman in the lobby staggering at 323, 326.
We have video surveillance of the incident.
Okay, when can you make that public?
When we make a statement and release everything, all that stuff will be made public.
They're trying to get that lie together. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
But damn. Damn, I didn't know.
The black got ready, boy, Indian though. Damn, brother. He was thirsty in Indian already.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
My man. Hey, you got cameras out there. Hey, look, you got cameras out there. Joe, they don't want to release the cameras. I think the hotel was in on this joint.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were.
Something about this is eerie as everything I've ever seen in my life.
And then you got the black guy coming over there like he, you know what I'm saying?
And it's crazy because you got all these people here.
Ahoy, mateys and fair maidens! This here might be your invitation to the annual Pirates of the High Season Renaissance Fest in Panama.
Man, like, you see how they just surrounded us
for nothing. We didn't even, we came in there, we was gonna get the room. We was gonna lawfully be here.
All this type of security right now. Where was it that night?
We were gonna lawfully be.
I'm pretty sure they was much louder coming in through the front door than we were just right now.
Occupants of this hotel.
And then you were so scared.
Where was all them when all these?
We just got discriminated against off top. We ain't said nothing.
You could see, ain't no way she ain't.
There's no alcohol when they come in, so like any type of drug.
What freezer, bro?
You didn't get a chance
What freezer, bro? What freezer, bro?
No motherfucking freezer.
What freezer,
if they
bro?
stopping y'all right here, if they stopping us right here,
come on, man.
Y'all ain't stop us from going
come on,
freezer.
Bro. We got lied to, bro.
Yes.
What freezer,
they didn't
bro?
even stop us from going and nowhere. You couldn't even get past this wall or this wall. How the hell y'all talking about some shit walking the freezer without y'all just doing all this shit right now?
Lot, right? That parking lot is filled with security cameras.
It's security everywhere. This thing is laced. Ain't nowhere in the world. That's something.
323.
All right.
So look, this what I'm getting out of this. Miss Teresa sent Jedediah up there with Callaway. That's his name. His last name is Callaway, right? So they sent them up there, and the police was like, "Yeah, we know Miss Teresa sent y'all ass up here. We know what y'all doing. Man, get out the premises, you know what I'm saying?" And then if you heard the conversation in the background with David Pena, be like, "Man, look, we don't discuss nothing about the private area." So, the crazy part about it, if you really want to see some real shit, man, you gotta watch the food court hall at the beginning. Cause the way they started off in the beginning, they so dumb, they showing you the ballroom where they set it up at. This where you finna get this footage from. Where that footage is? See, I don't wanna get ahead of myself. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm getting ahead of myself now. I'm getting ahead of myself. So let me stick to what I got going on here. All right. If you look at that timestamp, right, and you will see why that you saw these people getting off on the elevator for a prize down. Let me do it like this here. Hi y'all, shout out to the super chat gang. Appreciate the love and the support. Hi y'all, Jack, man. Shout out to the super chat, y'all. Shout out to the super chat. Let's go to the 911 audio. Not this one. Man, I'm telling y'all, man, Trey Gang be doing some serious work over here, bro. But Trey Gang be work. This like crazy work. Like, man, what a video is. Look. Yeah, that's why they be so mad. Look at him. Now you see how he'll be pausing it down and he gonna zoom up on him. So now look, everybody that he do like that, he know exactly who these people is. And we finna learn who these people is tonight. All right. Oh, now you finna see why, questionable people. Boy, don't this finna go back to who? The Masons, the Royal Order Justice. Wait a minute. Yeah, if we go back to the Royal Order Justice, boy, I'm finna, man, I don't know what may happen, but boy, I'm gonna go out with hitting these bitches top of the head with that payal stick. Boy, that payal stick got more power than the Moses staff with the snakes around that joint. You know what I'm talking about? Look, there you go, Mercedes. This is what you call tricksters, bruh. You see what I'm saying? Cause they know how to paint an imagery. So don't you know how, like, when it came to the Kenneka, we all got blurry pictures and all of this old stuff with a crazy ass narrative, cause they the masters of art and imagery. That's why we got a lot of screenshot blurred up. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all, man, Kenneka damn near opened my third eye, bruh. So when I look at her in the freezer, bruh, man, look, when you look at her in the freezer, bruh, the depth photo, and you really study that case and meditate on it, and you meditate, man, Kenneka is an energy, bruh, and her vibe, her spirit is vibrating so hard I can't do nothing but catch the old frequency, like you trying to show me something. You trying to show me something, and the shit that she showed me, bruh, that's why I had to go back to the Bible. And I'm like, man, look, wait a minute. Now this messing with my spiritual belief now, because I'm like, wait a minute, you mean to tell me they was all in plain sight? Been doing this shit. Check this out. They've been doing this shit for so long. I'm talking about 100 generations before us. That's how they were getting away with this stuff, bro. Check this out. When Miss Meresa, she an Eastern star. You don't think she don't know her brothers? You don't think if she an Eastern star, she don't know who her brothers is? Religious brothers. Every time I look at those pictures of Kenneka in the freezer, in the beginning, I had a mindset like, damn, what the fuck happened? Look how she plumped up, her all over her head. They say she putting a fight in the freezer, but how if she up under the drugs? They claim she on the drug. And these drugs would knock you out in damn near 30 seconds. Ain't no fighting. There ain't no goddamn fight. But if you go back to the footage at one, some see her meeting up with dude, and she ain't on no drug, walking perfectly fine, going to the crime scene. Now I can see why she got dirty. That's gonna be a fight. And once you go back to that footage at one song, that's why everybody was on the move at one song. They just like, man, we partying in the room. And one song like, yeah, man, pay me the blind. You know what I'm saying? Hit that job. Yeah, man, this shit hit, man. Give me some old drink, man. You got some pills over there? Let me pop one of them joints. Then next thing you know what I'm saying? Man, your phone going on. Hold on, let me see what's going on. What's going on? They got her now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all come on down and shit, man. You know, shit just done got real, man. They down there fighting. All right, god damn. Man, y'all, look, we gotta wrap this shit up, man. Look. Man, we gotta get down there, you know what I'm saying? And guess who's gonna be making the call? She and Miss Teresa. Cause Miss Teresa in the court papers, that's how they fire back at Miss Teresa when she will be asking about a video. At 2 something in the morning. So shit, that would be an hour after murder. That would be an hour after the murder, right? Or what it would be in the time of the murder, and Miss Teresa was like, what y'all gonna show in the footage? I need to see this shit. Now, Miss Teresa, just trust us. Now, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it didn't go like that. Maybe it was designed to be like, yeah, we just gonna put in the reports, be like, look, you want to see the real tapes, you know what I'm saying? And she like, I already know, fuck all that shit, you know what I'm talking about? Don't let the public get to you. Yeah, fuck the public, you know what I'm talking about? We already got the image. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So your duty is play that grieving mother and quote these little quotes right here. You can't be drunken now. You see what I'm saying? You see how she cleaned up her image? Whoa, 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 whoa. Because in the beginning, she showed her real drunkenness. When she was, you know what I'm saying, going live, all of that was, I got to get drunk to tell everybody a lie. I got to get drunk and have everybody believe Monifa got something to do with this and those bastards and all of this old shit here. If you want to use Lucifer tactics, let's use Lucifer tactics at this point, right? So when Miss Teresa made that interview with them lawyers, that press conference, when she had those lightning bolt earrings, let me light her ass up through this electricity. Shit, through your internet. Yeah, Wi-Fi through your power outlets. Let me see, can I zab a bitch right quick, you know what I'm talking about? Can I jab a Jezebel, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So look. Oh, no, we ain't a part of none of this stuff, and now we don't know what y'all talking about. So, damn, I'm getting ahead of myself, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me catch up. Yep, that's why I'm going to the audio call. Not this one, but this one. So keep this in mind. If you want to study the mind of a trickster, remember they try to make this be like, yeah, this was around 2 something in the morning. Then they had to switch it up like, nah, this was around 3 something. When you go back to Leonora, all she was doing is just the art of confusion when it comes to these people. All right? Okay. Everything what I show y'all at one song. The police gonna be there. Y'all see them in plain clothes. They gonna be there, right? So won't it make sense that if you go back to that footage again, when Trey Gang was like, man, look at these people that walking around, y'all. Man, look, man, these people could actually be somebody. They just don't look like regular guests. Cause it's strange to have that much traffic at that time of the night in the hotel if it wasn't something going on. Like an event, or you know what I'm saying? It could be anything. But guess what? If you go back to the footage on the 8th, you're gonna see why. You're gonna see people going into a ballroom. In the ballroom, dressed up with gowns, dresses, suits, ties. So I'm like, damn, what they finna do? Throw a wedding or something? Cause the way they dress, this ain't what you wear to an event like a speaking event. You know, when you go like to a speaking event, you know, most women gonna have like business women's suits. You know what I'm saying? Men's in suits, women's in business suits. Motherfucker ain't dressing like no goddamn goddamn ballroom dresses. Hold on. 911 call. Let's go to 8 o'clock. At this time.
600 from 609. Good. Is hotel manager with you, or is she in the lobby or anything?
So let's go to 8 o'clock. Gotta go down here, not right here. Right there. No, goddamn, it's gonna switch. Hold on. Hold up. Let me skip it a little bit. Cause it ain't nothing but a few calls on that junk. Then they're gonna skip 8. So we're gonna skip from 8. 2 hours later, you get this shit. All right, yeah, I know what I got. I know where I'm at now. I know where I'm at. I got to find the 8 o'clock call. So let me play this video till I find the call. I know exactly to go to. Damn, man, that's why, man, I need to just slow my roll just a little bit because I'm moving too fast, man. I just get so excited all the time. You know what I'm saying? Then when I be trying to speak what I discovered, you know what I'm saying? I'm so ahead of everybody else. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Watch this, check this out, here we go. Here we go, y'all. Boy, look.
101 will be heading up to 924.
924.
The same party from the Crown Plaza just called back saying they need to see you guys. They potentially know what room she's in now. Alright, 10-4. 101. Yeah, that way
I need that other 8 o'clock jump.
That there was officers there earlier.
Here we go, look. Uh-oh, watch this. This the biggest receipt. Ain't this at 8 something? So when I show y'all, guess when he said it was officer there earlier that day. Guess who I found out some of the officers was there. Damn, see, I'm finna lose them now. Just keep that in mind. And listen to this call. Look. Ooh, don't the time match up? Ooh, don't the time match up? Boy, time is my best friend right now. Boy, timestamp is my best friend right now, Jay. Man, we need 200 likes to spread the word. Everybody got look at it like this here, like a poster. Hand out the wanted posters. Yeah, look, we want these motherfuckers. We want these here. Like, share, like, share right now. Don't this timestamp will match up with this? And if it do, listen to this. Same time he walking.
Negative. The hotel stated, the front desk told me that there was officers there earlier talking to them about this missing 19-year-old, but I'm not showing any cards punched for it.
Check it out. Watch this. Next call.
101. Alright, I searched missing person cards. There was one punch. It was, they used 9501 to bounce the address. Was for a missing female black subject.
Oh, so now you see why they switched it up. Look at the timestamp. Now they switched it up. When she, what address y'all gonna use? 9501, where's the, our police address? Mm-hmm. So when Miss Teresa got to talk about the first missing report and the second missing report, talking about she forgot to sign her name on that signature. Woo, man. Oh, I can play Miss Teresa whole interview. When she talk about that missing person report, shit. So look. Boy, look at him. So that means if he was walking around, guess what he heading to? This why he down here. That's why he would be down here at that time. Because if you listen to the call, ain't this the same time when they trying to kick Miss Teresa out? Let's go to 8 o'clock call and I'm going to break it down. Hold on. Let me go back. Let's go back to this. Right here. Here we go. Here go one call.
Negative. The hotel stated, the front desk told me that there was officers there earlier talking to them about this missing 19-year-old, but I'm not showing any cards punched for it.
Not showing any card punch for it, but this at 8 something, right? And then you know he gonna hear everything on the walkie-talkie. This is the real reason why he gonna be down here in the lower level. Okay. So if this was at 8:44 and this like 20 minutes earlier before this call, right? Earlier before this call, 20 minutes later, look what happened. Check this out. Oh yeah, 5 minutes later, my bad. Out the window.
101. Alright, I searched missing person cards. There was one punch. It was, they used 9501 to bounce the address. Was for a missing female black subject.
Ooh.
I'll call you real quick. 10-4.
Ooh. So when he went down to the lower level, he gonna be, so when he went down to the, if I got to have that other footage so I can show you, I got made a video about it. That's why he would be down here, because if you match his timestamp over here, he was down here 20 minutes earlier. And Mr. Reese will be at the hotel at 8 something. So they discussing like, yeah, they discussing about a missing person report, right? So when Mr. Reese was talking about the first missing report at 12 something, when Leonora supposed to be up there talking about she forgot to put her name on the signature, now you see why later on that day, they got another missing person report and used the police address. Shit. Watch the time. That's why he was gonna be down there.
83 from 601.
3 minutes later.
Go ahead. Yeah, 101's on the phone with dispatch. This person was entered into Leeds by us this afternoon as missing.
Whoa! Whoa! This afternoon? So you mean to tell me, damn, Trey Gang, you so cold, you got Miss Teresa in a chokehold right now, cause she was like, yeah, that's why Leonora going back there talking about, yeah, and she forgot to put her name on the signature. And next thing you know, cause when she get her name on the signature, they can watch the footage, and she wasn't even there for about 5 minutes. In there. And this at 8 o'clock. So think about 12 o'clock of the first missing report. Now you got a second missing report. That's the perfect time to get a signature and a copy at 8 something. Woo-wee! Man, you know what? I'm finna pull this shit up. Teresa Martin. Damn, they said Teresa Money. Boy, ain't that a prediction? Look, I said Teresa Martin. Them folks said Teresa Money. Boy, this gotta be a visual. Boy, that vibration must gotta be strong right now. You know what I'm talking about? Why I saying this? I ain't saying nothing about Teresa Money. I said Teresa Martin. Dang. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they go to the interviews. Boys, I'm finna bring this to the light.
Okay. 2 days later, I don't know how many days. When I found out, the day I found out, they stated to me that they're gonna give me a ledger.
Hold on. Check this out.
But he doesn't know what you knew about freezers at that time.
Exactly.
Hold on,
did you
why
go
did
into the actual freezer that your daughter was in? Did you like try to see what your like the theory, how you can get out of it if you're in that particular freezer?
Okay, well, I'll tell you like this. We wasn't never to actually go inside their freezer, but they had both of the doors open. I asked them when I first went back there, so you're saying it's a double freezer? He said yes, but on our way back there, if you can see in the video, I'm pointing my finger. I'm looking for cameras.
He doesn't understand.
So, where are you now as far as what it is that you want to see? You know, they've closed the case officially. I know that you guys are not happy about that, and you want to continue to investigate.
With no being a professional cafeteria.
Freezer even still in operation.
None of that until after the meeting. Come up there.
Did he have the
up? So I'm figuring, you know, he coming to help me, and he's
the money's necessary or so.
Break about it, and I don't thought the day I was someone to do it. That is about you know even before that because I don't believe in society. So they're coming out and they in this publicly in the photo.
Besides, when my mother said you child walking into the freezer.
Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find.
That's not acceptable to you.
That's not acceptable.
Okay.
Especially when it's camera. Against the camera. On the phone. I was walking into the freezer. I said, and then I have a person that's I'm being betrayed. Saying statements if they're for me, they're gonna get answers. Then you give me these type of answers.
Now I need to go back to her.
So yes, Rosemont Police Department.
Hold on.
So once he got there and the media called and asked her where was she.
Here you go. Watch this. Check this out. Here you go.
Official report.
24 hours. Yes.
Okay.
Now let's get to the missing person report. Boy, look at this. Boy, you just heard the audio, right? Match the audio up. They still talking about the missing person report, right? At 8 something. Listen to what Miss Teresa said at 12 something about the missing person report. And boy, Miss Teresa, boy, I got you in a chokehold. Boy, I got you in a chokehold. Mm-hmm. That's why she should have never did that interview. Watch this.
She's probably okay and they just blew it off. Do they have a reason for why they're not willing to help at that point?
Well, they stated to me that, you know, basically it wasn't their concern, the hotel, you know, Crown Plaza, and manager at the time
What
that's a police
manager?
matter.
What manager y'all saw that Trey Gang exposed that Jedediah put on this video? And he was on the footage with Risco and Rob. Whoa! Look, with Rob, the same manager that Jedediah had on the camera, right? Said he the spokesperson. Shut it down, shut it down. That's who talking to Rob with Risco on the footage. Watch this.
It's a police matter.
The police probably said a person has to be missing for 48 hours in order for you to file an official report.
24.
24 hours. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You know, it's more than 2 hours.
Yes.
Okay.
So when did they finally go look through the tapes to realize that
Check
she
this
really
out.
was at this hotel? So I guess I'm trying to figure out, how did they discover her in the freezer?
Okay. When my daughter went up there.
Your other daughter.
They go to the missing person report. She just asked her how they discovered her in the freezer. In the afternoon at 12 something when Leonora went up down. Keep this in mind. You finna have another police missing report at 8 something that night. That's 8 hours after the first missing report. Watch how dumb she finna look now when she trying to explain how it was 2 missing it was 2 missing person report and Nora got to sign forgot to sign her same name on the signature. And you got the police sergeant. So if she met so guess what police sergeant she would be talking to then about the second missing person report. Boy, god damn it. Man, I'm doing some top-notch investigations like a FBI. Look, listen to this.
Yes, my other daughter, Lenore. When she went up to the hotel when I came, after me returning back home.
The white say at home.
She headed out the door as I was coming in, her and 2 of her friends. And when they got up to the hotel, they asked, the person at the front desk if they can look on the cameras and see once again, if they see, if Kenneka's, I'm sorry, if Kenneka was there.
God damn, this bitch stuttering. Boy, that motherfucker bitch stuttering. I'm sorry. Shit. Boy, you fucking me up with that question. Look.
Right. And they stated to her also as well that it was a police matter. She calls 911 as well. And the police suggested that and told her that he couldn't leave and come up to the hotel to meet her. She would have.
He couldn't leave to come up to the hotel to meet her about a missing person report. Cause she want to see the footage and you need a missing person report to see the footage? Woo wee! That go back to him, don't it?
To come down to the police station. Once she came, got to the police station and made the report, the missing person report. The only reason that Crown Plaza Police Department came back up to the hotel.
She went to the police station, made a missing person report, and this at 12 something. Cause if you watch that footage again when Leonora first arrived, guess who the first person she talked to? Risco. I need to pull that up. Yeah, I gotta pull that up.
Because my daughter was missing, not because of the missing person report, was because she forgot to put her signature on the missing person report paper.
Right. So with that being said, Leonora was at the police station. I mean, she went to Crown Plaza first, like what the footage showed. She talked to Risco, her and her 2 friends. So Risco made a 911 call, like, hey, yeah, you know, I got friends and the Susus, and she can't find no Susu and all this. Can anybody help? And they were like, yeah, is this a disturbance or a problem? And now they seem cool and all, and I'm just trying to help, and you know, then I don't know what they talking about, and you know what I'm saying? And then he like, well, you know, they're gonna have to file a missing person report, you know what I'm saying? And this thing, you know, you're gonna see Risco come back at the office and talk to Livinora, and Livinora gonna leave, so she finna go to the police station. You know what you see on the footage? So Livinora gonna come back. I wanna say like 30 minutes to an hour. Cause when she went to the police station, she came back like an hour later. Right? And when she came back to an hour later, so this is gonna be round one something. Don't y'all remember when I showed y'all the beverage manager and the chef? The chef was changing clothes at that time in the kitchen. In the kitchen. In the kitchen. You can't never forget that part. The beverage manager went down there in the kitchen and the chef took the white coat off, packed his bag, walked clean out the lobby, and Livinora in there. That's when Livinora go come back. Now she gonna say, yeah, now Livinora back at the hotel, and the police, when she got back at the hotel, the police is there, not because she forgot to put her signature. No, I'm gonna let her say it. I'm gonna let her do it.
Rosemont Police.
Yes, the Rosemont Police Department. Mm-hmm. So once he got there, and you know, he had called and asked her where was she. She stated that she's back up at the hotel. You know, she's telling the person at the front desk at the hotel that now she has a missing person report number. She stated, could they look at the cameras? You know, and they still deny her. You know, to see if her sister was missing.
'Cause you don't got the signature yet on the missing person report. So whatever they had going on, he stalling. And told them, hey, you need a missing person report if you want to see the footage. But keep this in mind. You report your daughter missing 24 hours. When 24 hours hit, you can file a missing person report at any time. But if you don't hear from your daughter in 24 hours, the search is on. Boy, the search is on. According to the law, the search is on. But guess what? He losing time. They putting pressure on him. Boy, if 12 o'clock hit, boy, that's 24 hours. That's why they started off with discovering the body at 12 something in the freezer. Woo, that's some cold shit. Boy, that's why they said, yeah, we gonna say, and then that's why they said they discovered a body at 12 something in the freezer, cause they already knew where she was at. His time done ran out. They tried their best to negotiate with Livinora the best way they can. That's why they had to stall. Man, they ain't showing us the footage. And Miss Teresa used us, like, yeah, I ain't never saw the footage. But Livinora, like, fuck this shit. She had to come up missing around 3 something instead of 2 something. Why would you say that, Livinora? I see why now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look.
She asked the police, the Rosemont police officer, if he can give her a copy of the police report. He stated to her it'll take all day, you know, he can't give her a copy, so she asked him could she have the number to the missing person report. So upon his arrival, Lenore asked him, could you please look at the cameras, you know, the security cameras, to see if they see Kenneka. And
watch this.
He finally agreed. He He went into the security office, from my understanding.
And this is the officer that we're talking about.
Yes, the officer that made out the missing person report.
Okay.
And he stated to me that he went in there like 5 minutes, came back out, and stated that on the first missing person report, that
Since she said the first missing report, this said 12 something going on 1 something, right? When I show y'all the audio call about the second missing report, it's gonna be at 8 something. Like right here. Hold on.
Alright, I searched missing person cards. There was one punched. It was, they used 9501 Devon for the address. Was for a missing female black subject.
I'll call you real quick.
10-4.
Now you finna totally understand the call now. Look, this the sergeant.
83 from 601. Go ahead. Yeah, 101's on the phone with dispatch. This person was entered into leave by us this afternoon as missing.
Oh, so look, in this afternoon, so live know, guess who the sergeant would be? And go back to this.
And, he searched front and back, and he did not see Kenneka entering or exiting the building.
So that means she wasn't there, according to them?
According to them, she wasn't there.
Okay. So who found Kenneka in the freezer? And did they find her just by accident, or did they find her because they were looking at the videos?
Okay, well, when we was there, the Rosemont Police Department stated that they're the ones that found Kenneka. But we've been looking at the news and reading in the newspapers, an employee found her. So that's a good question.
So if you were security and you the police officer and you a sergeant and you know you an employee there, not like a housekeeper or nothing like that, but you work security. So you walking in plain clothes, so you is an employee. Still employee in plain clothes and all this shit. Security, whatever you will. Ooh-wee-wee. Man, this interview finna shine like gold, cause she told everybody who Little Noah will be in touch with. And then when it come to the other missing person report, cause this the second missing report, you see how he like, yeah, look, if he went down there 20 minutes before they talked about the missing person report at 8 something, this is the second report. 12 o'clock, that's the first missing report. Look.
Really wouldn't.
So you don't know who?
You're not for sure.
I'm not for sure.
Right.
But you actually, they brought you to see Kenneka while she was in the freezer.
After being denied at first, because I asked them, and I went online on Facebook because I needed help. I was looking for help, and I started timing myself basically to let them know just in case if something like.
When Miss Teresa said, check this out, watch this. When Miss Teresa said she had to time herself, look at the hand shape on her phone.
On Facebook, because I needed help. I was looking for help. And I started timing myself basically.
She had her phone in her hand. Once you start timing yourself, you had your phone in your hand, so that means you was watching a video on your phone and was timing yourself. You know, when people talk, you know, as they'll tell the truth with their hand. So why would you say you had to start timing yourself? And guess what time she went live and said nobody did do nothing to her at 1 something on the 10th. But if you scratch the 10 off and add it at the 9th at 1 something in the morning, that means she just saw her daughter walk in the parking lot, and Jane Coleman, she basically witnessed her daughter came out the lobby with dude to her death, and when they passed her, she went live. Cause guess what time she wants y'all to believe? Yeah, I went live at 1 something when I first got the news. Boy, this some Freemason magic shit going on. Man, I think my payal stick stronger than they magic stick. So look at it like this here then. If you go back to 54 Keys with the ball theory, Kenneka would leave out with a dude at 1:16. Then you got her brothers in the food court hall hanging around the kitchen. Then you got Jedediah saying, hey, here go the manager saying, man, I was the manager that night. That night, all day, go back to 1 something in the morning, and Miss Meresa would make a video at 1 something in the morning, 2 minutes after Kenneka. So look at it like this here. You was a mother. This the biggest secret. So that means you was in that parking lot. Like King Rob said, when your daughter came out that parking lot with dude, you went live and said, ain't nobody do nothing to her. Y'all, she was left at a hotel party, you know what I'm saying? And she wasn't set up or nothing, you know what I'm saying? She was in the freezer. And trying to make it look like, oh, this was on the 10th. They just told me she found it in the freezer, but the whole time she knew that's where the crime scene finna happen. So when she made that video, she wasn't even in freezer yet. That was the narrative from the beginning. Ooh, this shit hit different. This shit finna hit different, Jack. So let me play this Jezebel word out her own mouth. Cause the reason, you know what? This is what I'm finna do. I'm gonna just play the whole video. I'm through talking for a minute. I just want y'all to listen to how it's all finna start off at 1 song. So when you hear this video, when it started out, guess how they're gonna start it out. Guess the questioning. Guess how they finna start it out.
175 GCI, the sounds of hip hop and R&B. Good morning to you, Chicago. It's Kyle, Kendra G, Leon Rogers, and we have a guest here this morning, man. This is kind of a very important interview today. We want to introduce and we want to bring on the show today Kenneka Jenkins' mother, Miss Meresa Martin. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
We know you're going through a difficult time, a tough time, and there's a lot of emotions and feelings and just.
Check this out. So. The first question is, y'all want to know how Trey Gang so smart and really put my heart and soul in this? If Kenneka left out the lobby at 1 something in the morning, and Trey Gang said, look, y'all remember when she made a video with Jane Coleman? And said nobody didn't do nothing to her, and she confirmed it that, yeah, this was that 1 something. Right? She said this was that 1 something, but this was on the 10th, but I told y'all that's the night at 1 something, so that means she would be still in the parking lot when Kenneka came out, right? Guess when she'd get the call? Look.
A lot that you're doing at the moment. So
guess what the first question going to be?
For taking the time to come and join us.
Guess what the first question going to be?
Thank you all for having me.
Absolutely.
The first question.
So for those who, I'm assuming everyone in Chicago knows.
Guess what the first question going to be? If she made a live video at 1 something in the morning, if you put ball theory with 54 keys, when Kenneka left out that lobby, Miss Meresa instantly went live and knew where she was finna head up to before they even found her in the free, before even the world, you know what I'm saying? And listen to the first question they asked them.
Was the story of Kenneka Jenkins by now, but Kyle, just a little backstory. The 19-year-old girl who was found frozen in a freezer in the Rosemont Crown Plaza Hotel.
That's right.
So let's start there. Let's start the night that you got the phone call about your daughter.
Whoa, the phone call? Guess what time? If I told y'all she went live, guess what time she would get the phone call? Watch this. Guess what she finna say?
Okay, I received a phone call, 4:34 in the morning.
1:34 in the morning. Well, they will match up when if this the first question, when you get the call, I got the call at 1:34. Look at it as a setup. If it's a lick, when you get the call, yeah, man, look, at 1:34. Bam, look, Kenneka just walked out that junk. Just look at it like she got the call at 1:34. And Kenneka just left out the lobby at 1:16, going on 1:17, 18 like that. Then you got the brother coming in the food court hall, hanging around and that. And guess what? Time Miss Meresa would be in the parking lot with Jane Coleman saying, nobody, this wasn't no setup. Whoa, that would be at 1:34 in the morning. Shit. That's why that video looked as strange to everybody. Like, damn, what you mean? And it was a Facebook Live. It didn't make it so bad. It was a Facebook Live, but with a 1-minute video. Oh, she was left in the hotel. In the freezer, y'all. In the freezer. My daughter dead. And she didn't even made it to the freezer yet. At that time, she would be getting beat up. Now you see why Leonora daydreaming. Cause guess what Leonora was at when her sister arrived? She was the one in the lobby. When she left out the lobby, dude showed up. And that's when Kenneka came in the lobby. So guess where she gonna be at? In the parking lot. At One Song. Everybody out there in One Song. Hi, y'all. Appreciate the super chat, y'all. Shout out to the super chat gang. Shout out to the super chat gang, Jack. Man, I got to be spilling some motherfucking tea and waking people up for real. This show you prove that, man, look. I don't care what nobody say. People get mad at Trey Gang because, you know what I'm saying? Trey Gang go live every day. Oh my God, you still talking about this shit? You know what I'm saying? Oh my Lord, man. You see why? Look. If you look at the shirt that she got on and these goddamn Jezebel beads around her head, and she a blonde head now, then she got blonde around her hair with the red braid. Wait a minute, red braids. All right, red t-shirt. I see. Okay. I see the V-neck, right? The pyramid upside down, because that's what they finna drag everybody down to, what that? Payal cookies. You know what I'm talking about? I'm sick of this shit. I'm so sick of this shit, bro. So look, let's start it off on the video since if I told y'all this shit, bro, and this shit makes sense, I can play this whole live video when she said, when you get the call, 4:34, that's why she always started off at 4:34 when she get the call. It's at 1:34 when her daughter passed her. She would be in the parking lot and see her own daughter in the parking lot finna lead up to her death. And she know her Mason brothers got her back and they finna depict Kenneka's death right when it comes to the paperwork. Like, how'd she get in the freezer and all this? And the narrative was already made up and all this shit before Meresa went live. So she finna boost it up. Now, you know, they found her in the freezer and all this old shit. You know, I got to call it at 4:34 and paint all these images, right? And she an Easter star. All of them Easter star. So if you put the timestamp together, watch how all these questions finna make sense.
From her friend stating to me that my daughter's missing. They can't find her. So I asked them, could they take their time, you know, just have a little patience at first to see if they can find her.
If you go back to the report when Bree first had contact with Kenneka phone, asking if Smacks there, they go back to one song. They go back to 103 to 110. If they go back to 3 to 110, look when Kenneka showed up. That's why Kenneka didn't respond when Bree texts her, asking her what Smacks there. And then Meresa gets the call at 1:34. 1:34? Ooh, Meresa, I got you.
In the background, I hear one of the other friends stating.
That's why you say in the background, you heard one of the friends like, fuck this shit, I'm ready to go. Somebody couldn't take it. Monifa couldn't take it. Monifa was like, damn, shit. Y'all finna put this on me? They like, Monifa, don't worry about it, but we gonna make you look like the fall guy. Ain't like you gonna get locked up, bitch. You see what I'm saying? Let everybody blame you. Cause you was the last one synced, right? Yeah, I was the last one synced. No, we was all the last one synced up. That's why Bree said, is I'm tripping, they put her in a trash bag? Yep.
You know, she tired of waiting. She tired of this. She, nothing, you know, getting a little rowdy. So I asked them to calm down. Just bring my car to me.
Bring my car to me. Oh, guess who started driving the car? Shit. Look who started driving the car. Look. If Bree would contact the Smacks, look who ended up calling, driving the car to me. I don't want to drive like this with a donut on the car. Look what time frame it was. Shit. Cause Meresa said she got the call at 4:34. When you go back to the phone record, they went at 1:34. Bree don't want to drive like that on the E-way at 4:34 in the morning, but it's actually 1:34 in the morning. So guess what? How that's finna look now? Boy, I'm on my Dick Tracy shit right now, Jack. So yeah, those digital phone records finna make sense now. So if you look at those phone records and see like, dog, that's why Bree had a problem driving the car because it had a donut on it. This would be the same time Kenneka would be in the lobby and make it to the parking lot. And when the fault broke out, that's why Bree would be coming back in the lobby at 1:31. Whoa! And went back to the room and got Monifa and them. And once they got and all this that one something, and that's why King Rod said, yeah, you was always in that lobby. You and Jane Coleman. Y'all was in the parking lot. Y'all was in this type of truck. Remind y'all, Meresa had an SUV with a sunroof in it. You know what I'm saying? A SUV. That's her car before Kenneka showed up at the hotel, but Miss Meresa had another car and for Kenneka to drive. And you seen both of those cars in the parking lot. Cold game. You seen both of those cars at the parking lot, and guess who dropped them off? Woo! And guess who dropped them off? Boy, guess who dropped them off? And you won't even believe me when I say, yeah, Miss Meresa dropped her own daughter off at the hotel, and you see her pulling up in the parking lot. In the parking lot. And when they cover up that scene, that's why Miss Meresa said, yeah, show that real footage. Fuck you talking about. Woo-wee. Boy, I'm finna bring 1 o'clock back to life, Jack. I'm finna bring 1 o'clock back to life because that shit went down there one time. So look, I'm gonna mute my microphone, y'all. I just want y'all to hear this whole interview with no interruption, because you got the timestamp now. You got the timestamp now, and everything that come out her mouth, when it comes to the civil, anything that come out your mouth can be used against you in the court of law in the near future. Whoa! When I talk to that lawyer, and when I talk to that lawyer, I ain't even had all of this shit figured out yet. And the lawyer was interested with like, well, look, if you find out some more shit, you know, cause whatever you talking about some major shit like some, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, you might be just hypnotized with this YouTube and this internet shit, cause a lot of shit fake out here, so you don't want to be drawn into all of that old shit. But hey, but whenever you get some evidence and figure this shit out, you know what I'm saying, come back to me. But he always told me, he said, hey, if you could prove whatever you talking about, he said, whatever you prove, this how you could prove it. It's a murder happened. Her daughter was murdered. All right. If you go to a lawsuit and set it out in the lawsuit, just say like Miss Meresa a murderer, and her sister is a murderer, and her brother and them set her up to be murdered, so they're gonna be accessory to murder, right? If you set out with a lawsuit with another murderer, and you clear his name, so he would never be charged with the murder, because you can't charge double jeopardy if you get new evidence. But since you set it out in court and took that goddamn money, since it was other murder suspect, we can charge you with murder, you with murder. But the person that you cover up from, he knew the law. Take the money and say it's an accident. In the near future, when the truth come out, you can't charge me. That's double jeopardy. You took the money, and it's gonna expose, be like, damn, you a sellout, and you let a murder get away with it. Woo! So in the near future, you will get charged. If the Kenneka case ever get opened up, they will be charged. Everybody else, except for the one that paid her pockets, because she agreed that's an accident. But when they open up a murder case, everybody gonna get locked up except for him, the devil himself. Shit. So that means we still got hope. You see what I'm saying? That means we still got hope, gang. We can get this case reopened, bro. So make a long story short, let's reopen these cases.
At the hotel for a party, and your daughter was the driver of the night.
Yes, my daughter was the driver of the night.
And they had her keys at this moment.
They had her keys. And they never mentioned that they had a phone until after I got off the phone with one friend. I called her phone just to hear her other friend state to me that I have a phone too, so I asked them. I said, "Y'all,
Guess
wait,
what
hold
time
on.
they
You
had a
have my
phone?
car keys and your cell phone."
Oh, guess what time Bree would have the keys in the phone? Woo! And then she already was contacting on Kenneka phone at one some. Woo! Hey man, that's why I need to go and make those bugs. Look how Little Norris sound, bro. I mean, look. You get the call at 1:34. Bree will be calling texting Kenneka at 103 to going on to 103 to 110, asking this Max girl. Woo! And then you said you calling on the phone at that time and talking about the keys with the car. Shit.
I know something wasn't right.
Whoa!
Right. So, you know, after that story, you obviously went to the hotel and began the search for your daughter. And the hotel at first wasn't as cooperative, correct?
No, they wasn't.
Okay.
From when me speaking with their friends, when the hotel, the friends stated to me.
She said the hotel wasn't cooperative when the friends were looking for her at 1 something in the morning, and you said this?
That they was looking for, because I asked them, you know, to continuously look for it at first.
Right.
And she said that they was making them leave. The hotel was, you know.
They were trying to kick him out.
Yes, they were going to kick him out that night.
And
because
this is like about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, before.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
They was going to kick them out if they leave and call the police on them to arrest them.
Now, why were they threatening to do that? Just because they were being too rowdy, making too much noise?
No, because they stated to me that they told them that my daughter was missing. They can't find her.
And they felt like that was reason to kick everybody out?
Yes, obviously.
When was the friends that called you, when was their last time that they saw your daughter Kenneka alive? What's their last reaction and interaction with Kenneka?
Well, they stated to me it was because I asked them how long she been missing, and they said it was 2 hours before they called me. I asked them why didn't they call me before. They said because one of the friends didn't want me to know that my daughter was missing. The one that left my house with Kenneka.
Right. Now, but did they say how she broke from the group? Like, how did she break away from the group?
Right.
Okay, it was like 2 different stories. First, that day that she came, she came up missing, they stated that they left her in the front lobby, which is on my 911 call.
Okay.
Because that's what they told me. Then later on that day, in the afternoon, headed towards the evening, they stated to me they left her upstairs by the room door. So
they changed where they saw her last.
Yes.
But isn't there a point, if I recall correctly, when they released the videotapes, there was a point where she got out the elevator, but somebody was in the elevator? Am I recalling that wrong?
Those were, I think, the allegations of people saying that they were in the elevator. Because there's been so many conspiracy theories when it comes to what happened with your daughter, Kenneka.
So we didn't see anybody in the elevator with her?
No, not in the videos, not that I saw. Did you guys see anything different? No, we didn't see anything with that. No.
Okay.
But again, so many conspiracy theories were being thrown.
Guess why they said they never saw nobody getting off on the elevators at 1 something in the morning? Ooh-wee. Don't y'all know how many times the elevator opened up at 1 something in the morning? Yeah.
So now, so you're at the hotel, you find her. So when do they actually, from when you get to the hotel, when does the hotel finally find your daughter in the freezer?
Well, once I arrive, they finally found her after the 3rd time of us coming in. Me.
So that means if she was in the lobby and knew she was finna be in the freezer at 1 something and it failed and they had to put her back in the freezer, yeah. Now you see why it took so long. Just think about it. Man, the girl was making it to the goddamn freezer. Something happened because it's a party going on. You see the police setting it up. The ballroom. That's the secret. Nobody didn't even know what was going on before she came up missing. And that's who you finna see, the police, the Masons, all these people going to a ballroom where Kenneka finna end it up at. And they call it the private area. Man.
And my family coming up to the hotel begging for help from the hotel, pleading with them, and also Rosemont Police Department.
So it was like hours. Like, was it like 36 hours?
Yes, it was like 36 hours.
I have a question about why,
36?
if somebody says that their daughter is missing in a hotel, why wouldn't they be willing to help? Did they give you a reason as to, we're not concerned, she'll just show up, she's probably okay, and they just blew it off? Did they have a reason for why they're not willing to help at that point?
Well, they stated to me that, basically it wasn't their concern, the hotel, Crown Plaza, and manager at the time. That's a police matter.
Oh, it was a police matter.
And the police probably say a person has to be missing for 48 hours.
That means there was the black sergeant. The black sergeant the whole time was telling Miss Reese, you need to file a missing person report because he was involved in the murder. The black sergeant.
In order for you to file an official report.
24.
24 hours.
Yes.
Okay. Even though it's more than 2 hours.
Yes.
Okay.
So when did they finally go look through the tapes to realize, okay, she really was at this hotel? So I guess I'm trying to figure out, how did they discover her in the freezer?
Okay.
3-something in the morning?
Your other daughter?
Yes, my other daughter, Lenore.
Whoa, guess what time Lenore was gonna be up there in the freezer area when they were putting her in there? That's crazy. From 1-something, they telling you, yeah, when you get the car, yeah, at 1-something. So when they found her in the freezer, that's when they were gonna be placing her in the freezer. Round about 2 to 3-something in the morning. And then why she said, yeah, my other daughter went up there. Whoa.
Okay, she went up to the hotel when I came, after me returning back home. She headed out the door as I was coming in, her and 2 of her friends. And when they got up to the hotel, they asked, the person at the front desk if they can look on the cameras and see once again, if they see, if Kenneka was there.
Right.
And they stated to her also as well that it was a police matter. So she calls 911 as well. And the police suggested that and told her that he couldn't leave and come up to the hotel to meet her. She would have to come down to the police station. Once she came, got to the police station and made the report, the missing person report, the only reason that Crown Plaza Police Department came back up to the hotel, not because of my daughter was missing, not because of the missing person report, was because Lenore forgot to put her signature on the missing person report paper.
Right.
So
it's the Rosemont Police.
Yes,
correct?
the Rosemont Police Department.
Mm-hmm.
So once he got there, and he had called and asked her where was she. She stated that she's back up at the hotel. She's telling the person at the front desk at the hotel that.
So if you look at it like this here, what he did was they left him out the investigation, but he was feeding them. Like, look, I'm gonna work with Miss Meresa, you know what I'm saying, and we're gonna try to get this missing report stuff figured out, right? But Miss Meresa trying to play hardball, you know what I'm talking about, and guess what? He had his fellow officer to take the report, cause he don't want his name to be stamped on no investigation and all of this shit. That's gonna expose his name and all of this. See what I'm saying? That's just like me calling the officer, be like, we both work in homicide together. And I'm like, man, look, I need you to take the interrogation reports and all of this, the phone records and all this. And he gonna be a puppet master behind the screen, dangling the screens. That's all they did. So this is sergeant that Miss Meresa will be talking about in her.
Now she has a missing report. I'm sorry, missing person report number. She stated, could they look at the cameras, you know, and they still deny her, you know, to see if her sister was missing. She asked the police, the Rosemont police officer, if he can give her a copy of the police report. He stated to her, it'll take all day, you know. He can't give her a copy, so she asked him, could she have the number to the missing person report. So upon his arrival, Lenore asked him, could you please look at the cameras, you know, the security cameras, to see if they see Kenneka. Right. And he finally agreed.
So now this go back to 8 o'clock. What time y'all see Lenore walking back there with the police department? Oh, look. Man, shit. Look. What time Lenore will be talking to the police? In the lobby. I got to show that. Man, you know how like when you just study the case and then you did so much studying, and then once you figure out some things, you can go back to shit like this here, like this here. Hold on, look. I'm finna scroll all the way down. Nah, you know what? I think it's in my trade game, John. It's in my trade game, John. I can go to my videos on this one. Man, I'm finna, hold on. Is it? Nah, this ain't it right here. Nah, this ain't it. Hold on. Nah, I think it, hold on. Is this it? No. I was right the first time. It's gonna be on my channel. I'm gonna go to my video. I'm gonna start out with the old junk so I can know what I'm looking for. Not these videos, not these videos, not these junk. Not this video. Not this job. No, it ain't gonna be in these. I made a whole video. I could play this job. When Lenore was talking to the police. This what I wanna, is it this job? No, it ain't that job. Right here. Look. So now look. Now y'all see those police? No, man, I'm too ahead. I'm too ahead of myself. No, not this one, not this one. I gotta go to this one. Oh, but look, it still show you this. Oh, so if you got the police, look, if you got the police talking to Lenore, look what time it is. It's still gonna show what I just showed y'all, bro. Ooh. Guess what time? Guess who's gonna be getting off on the elevators? Guess. So, what Leonora said, hey, yeah, they found that when they pulled a fire alarm at 8 something. Oh, it makes sense now. That's why they pulled that fire alarm at 8. Oh, yeah, okay, I got it now. Yeah, I got it now. So guess what Mr. Meresa did? They were pulling the fire alarm around about this time. They know it was the detective down there with the body. Woo-wee! That's why they pulled the fire alarm. Oh, shit. Oh, man, I know what to do now. What my video with? Now, you know what? I'm bullshitting. I'm bullshit like a mug. I gotta go to my playlist right here to this job. I'm bullshitting. Look what will be going on at 8 something when I show y'all the detective on the footage. When I show y'all the detective on the footage, don't this finna match up with the second missing person report? There go Leonora coming in that bitch. That's Leonora. Sneaking in, going where? Now I see why she would be sneaking in, cause that's when, ooh-wee. Look. So when Mr. Meresa talk about that second missing person report, watch this.
He would. He went into the security office, from my understanding.
This is the officer that we're talking about.
Yes, the officer that made out the missing person report.
Okay.
Lenore stated to me that he went in there like 5 minutes, came back out, and stated that on the first missing person report, that he searched front and back, and he did not see Kenneka entering or exiting the building.
So that means she wasn't there,
according to them, she wasn't there.
Okay. So who found Kenneka in the freezer? And did they find her just by accident, or did they find her because they were looking at the videos?
Okay, well, when we was there, the police, Rosemont Police Department stated that they were the ones that found Kenneka. But with me looking at the news and reading the paid newspapers, and then nobody found her. So that's a good question. I really wouldn't.
So you would, I'm not for sure.
Right.
But you actually, they brought you to see Kenneka while she was in the freezer.
After being denied at first because I asked them, and I went on Facebook because I needed help. I was looking for help.
So now y'all see that? Look. So now look. Is this proof that I showed y'all? Look what time the police would be there in undercover clothes, and look what time Leonora and Miss Teresa would be showing up about a missing person report. A missing person report. So when you go back to the call, be like, damn, he went down here, did something, and they on the frequency like, yeah, look, I don't see no call about no missing person. And 5 minutes later, they're like, oh yeah, I see one punch now. And boom, he gonna be feeding these people in the investigation. And look what Mr. Meresa would be doing. So is this proof why they call the police on Mr. Meresa? Like, man, look, get out the hotel. Look. There go Leonora sneaking in that motherfucker. There go Mr. Meresa. That's crazy. Then look who you finna see in the lobby. The translator. There go the translator. Leonora finna sneak in that job. There she go. Boom. Why she go that way? There go the translator. There go two of her friends. There go Yusina Garcia just walk in, the female manager, and watch how Mr. Meresa finna show up. And look what time this is. Now you see why everybody on the move. Everybody on the move. So when you look at this, look, boom, they finna come in. Bam, you see that? They walking all around that jump. Mr. Meresa coming that jump. Don't this time match up with this time? Hi, y'all. Now you want to see how he full of shit. Now you see how he full of shit. Yeah, I'm glad that you made this video because you just exposed them and your hot ass. Yeah. Look. Check it out. They gonna Miss Meresa. Check this out. Bam, look who all coming in. Boy, this the craziest shit that I ever seen in my life. Look. I'm gonna let Miss Meresa talk.
I'm in myself basically to let them know just in case if something like this come up, they couldn't say that I wasn't, conscious enough.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like I was like out of my mind or whatever.
Right.
And I stated because I had made a post on Facebook before that, when I was in search of Kenneka, that I needed help. If somebody see my daughter to inform me, and after I made this live video.
Did she say she made a live video in the search of Kenneka?
In the search of Kenneka.
What?
I had made a post on Facebook before that, when I was in the search of Kenneka.
In the search of Kenneka, but I thought when you made this live video, you said that nobody did nothing to her and they found her in the freezer. And Trey Gang said, damn, that's when you get the call at 1:34 in the morning. What?
Something like this come up. They couldn't say that I wasn't, conscious enough. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like out of my mind or whatever. And I stated because I had made a post on Facebook before that, when I was in the search of Kenneka, that I needed help. If somebody see my daughter to inform me, and
whoa! Lying like a motherfucker. Cause the first line she said that nobody set her up. Why would she say nobody that set her up? She walked in the freezer and you pull her shit up. Let me pull her shit up. Teresa Martin live video. Right here. First video.
Thank y'all for y'all prayers. I just want y'all to know my baby dead. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for y'all prayers, but my fucking baby's dead.
And she ain't even dead yet. She just walked in the parking lot finna go to her death. And it was at 1 something in the morning. 1:34 when she got the call.
Guess what? Fuck God.
Fuck God.
And for the record, no, didn't nobody do nothing to her, y'all. Didn't nobody do nothing to her. Ain't nobody do nothing to her. She was left at the party, but didn't nobody set up or nothing. She was found at this hotel right here.
So that means Kenneka just walked out this joint minutes before this video. Before this video. Woo. So look, when I show y'all this right here, look, check this out. Thumb me up when this makes sense. Y'all see they got pizza for everybody. When King Rod said they even fed the killers. Look. Guess what you finna see the manager? Hold on, where the manager at? The manager finna come out. Let me skip it a little bit. He just walked in. They go to, look, y'all see that? You seen the Garcia? She walked down there. He walked down there. Guess why? Because of this. Watch how this timestamp finna. Watch how this timestamp finna match up with this. Look. Ain't this finna go back to the sergeant?
Begin your story with the Hope Scholarship at Hollins University.
As a person living with diabetes, I'm all about making progress. Progress.
He always does. Same with Franz. Instead of be doing housekeeping work, if they'd have been doing the same shit like that, like.
So don't this would show you who they would be meeting up with? Ooh, don't this show you who they would be meeting up with? Bam! Wham! The sergeant. Sergeant Jack. Look, match that timestamp up with this. Why you think Eugenia Garcia will be walking down here, and guess who that is? Then look, boom. Don't the time match up? Don't the time match up? That's all I want to know. Bam. So now you finna see like, damn, look, she come back in that joint. Wow, look how everybody finna be on the move, right? Watch how everybody finna be on the move. Now look, that's when you finna get the call, like, yeah, we got a disturbance with the family up there, knocking on the door to door and doing all this old shit. See what I'm saying? Look. Hold up. Don't that match up with this? So, if that match up with this, with the timestamp, somebody made him mad and he wants some money. So he finna, yeah, I'm gonna put this out there. Bam, 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 you know, time out. And he know that, man, that's why I don't be, you know what, that's why I be like, man, that's why Irene will be showing up. Whoa! That's why Irene will be showing up when the police detective, the sergeant, and you'll be showing up at the sergeant on your phone too. And then Miss Meresa said, yeah, when he showed up, that's when she put her name on the signature. That means she will put her name on the signature. If she forgot to put her name on the first missing report, she ain't never forget to put her name on the first missing report. But on the second missing person report using the police address, and you match this up with this, now you see why you seen the Garcia calling the police, talking about Miss Meresa walking the hall, but the whole time, it wasn't nothing about a noise complaint. It was like, man, look, we got to cover up for you on the footage. Round about this time, so we need an explanation. And we're going to say, oh, yeah, we were making a call saying, yeah, we want her out the premise and all this to show you the real truth. You see what I'm saying? Look. You see how the police already there? And they go outside. Look where the sergeant would be. Bam. Oh. Man, if y'all find out who these two suckers is, you'll be like, man, ain't that strange? These two people walking in together. And then look, boom, watch this. Check this out. Wow. Hold up. Look. Check this out. Look at all these people that coming in and going. Same time frame.
Oh, he thinks this is funny and all that shit. Y'all don't do a gosh darn thing. Y'all be the ones that be sitting on your asses watching us do all the shit and then want to get on there and say something dumb. Why don't you, if you so know it all and you so badass, why don't you motherfucking so say he got a thing around just so edited and fake? Which again, I really the little kid looks like a
Damn, I had my goddamn microphone off. Now look, this is what I was saying. Miss Meresa set out in a lawsuit. The biggest mistake that she ever made. Cause if you open up a murder case, if you try this back to a murder case, cause the case can be reopened according to the law. If he paid for the lawsuit and the settlement with the company money and Miss Meresa agreed with the accident, he will never be charged with the murder once you get the evidence in the near future. And be like, oh, he was one of the killers. You can't charge him with a murder. Miss Meresa already settled. But if you open up the case, you can charge Miss Meresa to accessory of murder. Her friends, her family, and everybody else that did not agree to the lawsuit and was a part of the lawsuit, she still charged them with murder. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. So if they thought they got away with murder all because of the lawsuit, this is an accident, and they got everybody, you know what I'm saying? This narrative, y'all, nobody don't go for it, but according to the law, it's an accident. It's an accident. According to the law, it's an accident, but in real life, it's a murder. But when you go back to the accident, only thing where this person probably did is pay this way. It's just a way that I'm going to kill somebody and I'm going to pay the mama off to agree with the accident and not just pay for a murder. To sacrifice a body. And we need to go through the lawsuit, Miss Meresa, because that's what's going to keep the public, make you look good too. Yeah, she getting a lawsuit and she trying to find justice, but the whole time, that's how she really finna get her money. That's what you call money laundering. You know what I'm talking about? Because you just can't pay her like that in cash. So that would make sense. Then when you start looking at the crowd now, watch the crowd, watch the crowd, watch the crowd. Y'all already saw the police, right? Look. Ooh-wee. There he go back again. He showed up. Check him out when the police. Ooh, wait. Man, it's getting good. There you go, Annie. To make it look real, but it's actually fake. That's what I'm saying. The murder real, right? The murder gonna be real, right? But the way they present it, they're gonna have people like, man, there gotta be a side op. There's just so many narratives going around. I just don't know what to believe in. Now look, check him out. Check him out. Bam. Look. And that's why Leonor was like, yeah, Miss Meresa was like, yeah, the police wasn't even in there for about 5 minutes talking about, nah, we didn't see her on the footage. But look who dude is right here. Man, y'all see dude? Man, I'm finna get on up out that junk game. Cause I've been live for 3 hours. Y'all share this information. Share this information and I'm going live tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? To keep this shit hot and cooking. We cooking like a crock pot. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we got beans and stew and all of this shit, and they're gonna take at least a couple of hours for this shit to brew and get the taste buds right and get your seasoning and shit. You know, this ain't nothing that you can have a 30-minute cook like rice and shit, like a $15. You know what I'm talking about? This is something you can put in the crock pot, go to sleep, wake up in the morning, stir that motherfucker up, go to work, come back, check the crock pot again, like taste it a little bit. Ooh, let me put some more spices on this job. This shit gonna be ready for later on. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. This just exposed Miss Teresa to the finest. That's why Miss Teresa mentioned the airport people. Cause think about this here. That's why Miss Teresa said, yeah, I'm at the airport O'Hara Inn, and that's why you see airport pilots on the footage. Oh, we goddamn. Boy, look at this. And that's why they want to talk to Lirinora, because guess what? You want to know why they want to talk to Lirinora the most? Because she was the one in the lobby left before Kenneka showed up, and she was the last text message that was on her phone. Girl, I'm ready to go. But look, y'all want to know what's the crazy part about it? Guess what time Straight Drop finna walk through this bitch? Boy, look what time Straight Drop finna walk through this joint. And that was the number one motherfucker tried to best to get me out of her, bro. And I'm like, damn, why you going so hard on me, nigga? And I'm like, damn, I'm looking at the timestamp. I'm on to something. You just instantly went like, I'm like, damn, you gotta be in on it. Don't nobody get that mad, you know what I'm talking about? This is like going to the mammy. Look. This is like going to the mammy and be like, hey, Miss Teresa, look what's on this footage right here. I figured it out, Miss Teresa. Miss Teresa be like, so where's that away from me, you devil, you? What? I just figured out, get away from me, devil. Yeah, because you found out something. What you found out, you open up a scalp wound. And that hurt when they pick at it. It hurt when you pick at that scalp wound and you know it's already wounded. That's just like you see, like, damn, look at the little dog face bitch over there, you know what I'm talking about. Look wounded and all that. And then you be like, damn, why you looking all scared and growling this shit? And you walk up close, be like, damn, you hurt? You got a wound right here. Let me patch that up. Get away from me. You know what I mean? What happened? Till you investigate it, be like, oh, you was in an attack, huh? That's probably why Miss Teresa had a black eye. What if Kenneka put it on her ass? Because she in that parking lot with Jane Coleman. And Kenneka just walked by a couple of minutes before she made the live video. That's why she said, I had to time myself on this shit. Yep. Had to time myself on this shit. But yeah, man, check out, look, y'all, man, y'all be cool and y'all be safe. And spread the word. Go spread the word to him. Oh yeah, man, we know what's going on with you, brother. We know what's going on with you. You know what I'm talking about? Do your little thing, goddamn it. You know what I'm talking about? Do your little thing and drop some more of that bean footage. Yeah, drop some more of that bean footage. Then put the title in there. Yeah, I'm exposing more employees in plain clothes passing the elevator. And let's just see, is he gonna tell you who these employees are? Nope.
Some do.
Nope. Nope.
Do that to try to quit, including myself, which failed miserably. Excuse me, as you could tell, it failed miserably. You know, one might say that, which is reasonable, and I would, you know, say the same thing. But when a guy comes out, right, with a cigarette in his mouth, Let me just get us a little bit closer, shall we? Get up close and personal on this mofo. You know what I'm talking about? Alright. Now, at first, we were bamboozled. I was bamboozled. I thought it was a cigarette, but it's not. Because at one time, you know, when you get up close and personal and shit started to look a lot different, by the way. It just looks, everything looks different about him. He looked like he had like gray hair there and slicked back. I don't know, but it could just be because he's walking. But you see, as he turns the corner, boom, he looks. He turns into an octopus, like a Squidbilly looking motherfucker. And then he turns into this.
I told y'all, man, that man playing games, bro. All that shit, the title alone show you he already know. But look how he playing everybody.
Which I have no clue of what that is. Now, we really couldn't notice all this when, you know, we were looking at it like that. That's why I like to, you know, get up close and personal. Plus, you also, if I was to play it, you would see, like, all kinds of shit back here moving. But what I want you to see is right now, when I seen him at the end, he had glasses on. I could have swore. But watch this. This guy is a magician. Straight up. Watch. He can make a cigarette disappear without. Look at this guy.
Now you see that dumbass shit? He know who exactly he is, but look at the narrative. Look at the narrative, bro. You see what I'm saying? I don't know why would you say he sound like a suspect and Trey Gang telling you this nigga is a suspect. He's one of the suspects. That's crazy. Then this man know who exactly these people is instead of telling you who he actually is. Instead of him telling you who is him. Watch what he finna tell you.
Hey, what happened to his head, by the way?
Dumbass
Does he have
shit,
the hat
bro.
on now? I don't know. Who knows?
Boy, people fall for
But let's
anything.
just keep watching this guy's face, okay? Magic trick, watch this. Whoa! Did you see that? He didn't even, his head, this guy's a magician for real, watch. Now you see my cigarette, now you don't. Now you see it, now you don't. And look how he's even got his lip way up here like he cool, like, yeah, I got.
Oh, okay. He ain't gonna tell you who that is. He just wants you to focus on the cigarette. Yeah, just look at the cigarette, y'all. But I'm exposing employees in plain clothes the whole time. I ain't gonna say who you is, though. I ain't gonna say who you really is. But I'm gonna show your face on this motherfucker because you released that footage and I'm gonna use it against you. So hey, I need some little change right quick. Well, look, we already gave you this. I don't want to hear that. I'm finna show a video
I'm smoking
again.
in this establishment. I hit one more frame, your whole face goes sideways and we're missing half of it. Then you pop into this looking motherfucker. Who is this? Because I don't think that was this, right? Is that who that is? That guy looks crazy. Then we had, now tell me, this guy seen the ghost? This one didn't. Or maybe he did too, shit. But as you can see, the cigarette's in his mouth. He moved. Oh, by the way.
Man, that man got 100 and thumbs up on this shit because he said, I'm explaining people in plain clothes employees. And the whole time that man exposed police officers and higher figures and talking about cigarettes and boy, this shit crazy. Boy, this shit crazy. And I told everybody, I said, man, look, if these people really, really want justice, show the whole video. Cause you could do a lot breaking it down like this. Yeah, you could do a whole lot. Yeah, buddy, that's a trickery. They don't want you to watch the whole video for themselves, but they can break it down like, yeah, who is this guy, y'all? And y'all ain't even watched the footage. That's cold. You ain't never watched this footage until somebody brought it up and he telling you, yeah, this employee, but telling you, look at that cigarette cocked in his mouth. I see the radio in his hand,
right there, bam. Y'all seen it?
Look at this shit. So I guess that's the most important part of the footage. Look at see how the cigarette disappeared out his scalp. Man, I want to fight that nigga. The way he sound like he got Down syndrome or something. You know what I mean? Something fucked up about him. You know what I mean? He sound like Bubba off goddamn it Forrest Gump. Let me find out that you a funny looking ass motherfucker. You know what I mean? Man, you funny looking. I see why you probably insecure about your looks and shit, even though you a part of a murder and a cover up and shit, but you got low self-esteem about yourself because your voice tell it all. You know what I mean? You can't never have a bad bitch in your life that look like Nicki Minaj, but you get a boy impersonator that's close enough. You know what I mean? That's probably why you gay. You know what I mean? Faggot ass little boys out here. You know what I'm talking about? Drop that whole footage. So if you drop that whole footage, guess what everybody gonna do? Watch the whole footage with nobody as narrative. You could think for yourself. Be like, damn, okay, let me focus on this footage for myself. I can go back to the lobby footage, do my own investigation with it. Now they don't want you to do that. No, don't do that. And the public cool with that. Now just break it down to me, Lino Witness. Lino Witness, break it down.
Right there, boom. It's another one with a walkie-talkie. Why do they all have radios, you might ask, Witness?
Police.
Well, I think it's because that's how they're communicating. All these motherfuckers. Now, I'm going to continue to play this. But I just wanted to point these out before people clicked off or whatever. Before you click off, keep in mind, this shit is so edited. We seen the guy now. I'm telling you, cigarette just disappears. Right there, boom, gone. His hand did not go up. This is a whole, you know why his cigarette disappeared? Because he disappeared.
This the most crazy shit. Boy, this some crazy shit, man. Exposing the police, but talking about the cigarette. Don't give too much information. Just like, yeah, look how this shit is. Everybody, let me read the comments on this shit. She had nothing to do with her daughter's death. I never trust this woman since day one. Yep, I heard that. Then wait a minute, goddamn. Man, I'm out, y'all. I'll be back tomorrow.